Ba-ba-ba-boo. Welcome in, everyone. How are you doing on this fine day? Happy Thursday. Alright, I see some love, but we got to go in order here. Burnt Soup, congratulations on being the first to arrive. Welcome in. Emerald, welcome in. Hello, friend. Princess, it's wonderful to see you. Hey, Anna. Hey, Cherry. Bonjour, right back at ya. Tonya, thank you so much for the resubscription. Welcome back to the stack. Enjoy your emotes, your sub badges, and your ad-free viewing for the third month. Thank you so much. Orion, hello. Zach, hi. Welcome in. Glowbean, hey. How you doing? Cherry, I already said hi to you. Tonya, we're having Snow Day 2. Amazing. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Yep, we have a nice day here in eastern Michigan as well, Tonya. Seems like the entire state of Michigan is covered in a thin layer of ice today. I think our school got lucky since we had this week off that we're not going to have all those snow days that we would have had. Zach, enjoy your lurk. I'm sorry to hear you're not feeling great. Anytime you want to talk about it, let me know. Let's see. We've had 2 days of snow days now, too. Ended up getting about 21 inches of snow. 21? That's a lot of snow, Princess. Yes, I've heard Minnesota tends to get those kinds of snowstorms. The UP does, too. I've never lived anywhere with quite that much snow. We've had that much snow, but it's very rare. No snow in New York this year? Yeah, we've barely gotten any here in Michigan. Like, even this storm was an ice storm. Like, it wasn't a snowstorm. Like, nothing accumulated. We had, like, a few days back in January and a few days in December. Actually, like, specifically around Christmas, I think. Where it stayed snowy for a few days. But that was about it. Nia, do I run or do I let it be? I'm glad you noticed, Nia. For those of you who do not know Nia, Nia is an awesome streamer here on Twitch. A wonderful person. And you should immediately go check them out. And give them a follow. They're a very fun stream to hang out in. Have you been doing speedruns lately, Nia? I'm sorry, I haven't caught your stream in a while. I'm curious though. Nice shirt, go Lions. Lions are going to be big next year, just like they're going to be big every year. I can hope, okay? Muted? Yeah, I was going to say, Soup, I hope I'm not muted. People are responding to what I'm saying. Strawberry, welcome in. Peyton, welcome in. It's good to see everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Soph, welcome in. It's supposed to be 17 degrees Fahrenheit tomorrow there. Oof. It's actually like 40 degrees right now, despite there being a thin layer of ice over everything. It's very quickly melting. Don't make me cry. I couldn't, right? Working 2-year completed museum farm. Oh, that's right. Okay, I did catch that. Sorry, my brain has been scrambled lately. Yes, if you're interested in that and other cozy content, you should go check out Nia. It is almost Friday, Odinata, which means I've squandered my break already. I have not gotten nearly as much done as I wanted to. I did a lot of streaming, though, so I'm pretty happy about that. Welcome in, Odinata, Tangerine. Hope you're both doing really well today. Ultimate Optimist still cheers for the Lions someday. They have potential next year. They have potential this year, and they actually almost ran with it toward the end of the season. So if they can keep up that energy going into next year, we'll see what happens. There are no guarantees, but we'll see. I always enjoy watching the Lions, like, regardless. I always feel like they have a fun game, even when they lose. Especially when they lose. Oh, and Yagati, or is it just Gotti, and the Y is silent? Welcome in, and thank you so much for the follow. Sorry, I was going through some stuff, so I didn't cut up with the messages up there. Zan! Hi, Zan. Welcome in. It's so great to see you. Now, Zan, you didn't happen to notice that clip, did you? Of me pointing to countries in Europe and figuring out where they were? If you haven't, then please don't go searching for it. There was no mistakes that I made, especially not in certain areas. I'm very intrigued. I may have taken a few attempts to get the Oh no, now I can't even remember what the names of the countries are. What do you call the group of Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania? It's not Baltic countries, because Baltic countries are further down, right? For some reason, that's the word coming to my mind. I think I did them in the exact opposite order. So every time I got one, I got the other. I got it wrong. So I'm sorry about that. I actually did pretty well overall. For some reason, I just really miffed that one. I think I thought Estonia was like the most southern one, which it is not. Baltics. Okay. Balkans are the ones in the south, Baltics in the north. Oh, that's why I was confused. Oh, we gotta empty these, don't we? Did not even know the Midnight Carp were ready. So, fun fact about today. Today we have a gifter in the name of Willie. And Willie cannot give me a tea set. So what we're going to be doing instead is just not going to the Winter Star Festival. I don't really need a dress spinner. Hey, Goaty. It's Y Goaty. Okay. I see. Not too important. I hope everyone has a great day. Aw, thank you, Goaty. I hope you have a good day as well. You're homesick with a stomach bug, so I'm catching a stream. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you're sick, but I'm glad you're able to come here, Strawberry. I hope you're doing well. Someone on stream was talking about chai tea lattes the other day, and so I had to make one today. So that's what I have right now. And that's why I was a little late to start stream. It's actually faster, I think, for me to make a chai tea latte than it is to actually make a cup of tea. Because I make the chai tea latte in the microwave, which I think is slightly faster. It is delicious. Love a good chai. And it was someone's stream last night. It was like talking about them. And like I had a conversation. I could not remember who it was though. Like I think I opened the stream and they literally were like chai is amazing, and then I just like flat out just talked with them about it for 10 minutes. I was up really late last night, so I barely remember what I was doing. A TT latte? Yes, yes, Zan. We know what the word chai means. We get it, okay? Chai has a different meaning now, and it's a particular blend of spices that goes really well in tea. I wish I liked tea. No, tea was much more mild than coffee for me. I still can't stand coffee, but tea works really well for me for some reason. I normally can't stand stronger flavors, but tea just was wonderful. Now I want tea. I'm glad to spread that particular bug to you, Emerald. I'm supposed to be asleep right now, but in the city for business, and it's my first time being away from my puppy. Aw, Zan. I'm sure your puppy's fine, but they probably miss you. You really like dark roast coffee? So yeah, you and I are opposites in that, Tonya. I cannot stand coffee. Any amount of coffee is like bothersome for me, but you apparently can't stand tea. Managed to catch a stream? I'm glad you're able to stay up for me. Kirsten, of the peachy variety, thank you so much for the resubscription. Welcome back to the stack for the, what is that, 9th month? Kirsten, what are we going to name the baby? Congrats on the sub, baby. Enjoy your emotes, your sub badges, and your ad-free viewing. Aww. Zan, that's so sweet. Do you have pictures, perchance? I'm not saying you have to share cute pictures of your dog. I'm just saying it would be for the good of the Discord and my mental health. Okay, let's see what we're doing here today. Yes, I have so many pictures. Gosh, it's so much easier to AC with the dagger than the hammer. Oh, and sneakers coming up. Criscarythm or Algor Peachy. I like it. Sneakers is up. And let's adjust, of course, to make sure Sneakers has his little hat. I really wish I had a button that could, like, make it spin. I think that'd be so cute. He's a little too high, isn't he? Let's get him flatter, huh? Can't have him sit too high. Tonya, thank you so much for redeeming Sneakers. Everyone needs a little Sneakers in their life. I'm actually going to just do this straight up backwards, I think. So we're actually going to go up to the top here and then work our way through. And by the time we get to the festival, it'll probably be over. So we won't even have to worry about it. I can't believe we're almost done with these statues. We're almost at 800. At some point, I thought I was not going to have enough room to fit them all, but like, we're going to have more than enough room, it seems like. Like, I bet if we fill up the remaining pathing, we'll probably run out of room for statues. Where will the statue and path end when it's full? It's still going to end at the traveling cart, Kirsten. Because every time I grab everything, I still want to go to the traveling cart afterwards. It's just going to be, like, filled up on the way over there, if that makes sense. So, like, all of this is probably going to end up being filled up. So I still go down through this path. I just still finish at the traveling cart. Yep. It will not fill in the total area, though. Which is kind of why I made that path in the first place, because I knew eventually I was going to want to end there, but I didn't know how much in between was going to get filled up. It makes a lot of sense, because on Fridays and Sundays, I want to go to the traveling cart, so I might as well just take a path that gets me there regardless. Oops, we have to grab these. And then on the days I don't have to harvest the statues, I can still just go to the traveling cart the normal way. Dang it. I was hoping the exact pattern would hold. I could just do this. I can if I go slow enough. It's probably just easier to grab the specific things I need. There we go. Thinking about how far 999 statues would stretch across the town if they were all lined up. It's kind of like, have you ever heard the thing about, like, human DNA? Where it's, like, all wrapped up together, like, very tightly. And if you were to, like, unravel it, a single human's DNA would stretch from here to the moon. Which seems ridiculous, but if you wrap things up really tightly, it's, like, amazing how much you can fit in a small area. Yes, end to end, the statues would probably cover all of Stardew Valley. But since I'm going back and forth in, like, switchbacks, they do not do that. How's everyone's day so far? My day's going really well, Emerald. I did get up a little bit late. I might have been up until, like, 3 or 4 a.m. talking about D&D. But, that's okay. That's just life. Alright. It is a Thursday, so we have to go make sure that we buy the magic rock candy today. So I'm actually going to go do that now, because we're going to have to go back to the desert anyways. Today is the last magic rock candy purchase of the year. So let us enjoy using the last of these prismatic shards. All the stacks lined up might also stretch from here to the moon. It depends, I guess, how wide a stack is, Kirsten, but you might be right. Avada, I'm sorry to hear that you overexerted yourself the other day, but that's a good thing that you're having a nice chill day to relax. Hopefully I can help out with that. Now we're going to go do something not that relaxing, actually. But I'll try to make it as relaxing as possible. Excuse me. My throat's deciding it doesn't like me talking too much. You have spam puppy pics? Okay. BRB chat. I need to look at the puppy pics in the Discord. Oh my gosh, there's so many puppy pics. Look how cute they are. If you are also interested in seeing cute puppy pics, we do have a Discord that Zan has very kindly blessed us. Oh my god, they're so cute, Zan. Oh, sleeping at the door waiting for you to get back. Going out to game night. Sorry I missed the stream. Oh, don't worry about it, Glowbean. Have a wonderful game night. That sounds really fun, actually. Have a good time. We're just going to be killing some monsters. Man, every floor is, like, so dangerous. Vada. I am, thank you. It's mostly just social exhaustion. Yeah, I can really sneak up on you. I've definitely had it where I've, like, felt fine the day of, and then, like, the next day, it's like, oh my gosh, what did I do yesterday? Look at how much gold is down there. Man, I wish I needed it. I'm actually very glad I don't need it. I don't know why I'm even saying I wish I needed it. Feels like a waste to see that much gold and not be able to pick it up, I guess. Or not care to pick it up. I could definitely have gotten it if I wanted it. Q gem there, so we are going to make our way over there. $9.99 tea sets, yeah. And today would be a day we got a tea set, but our gifter, the person who's giving me a tea set, or who's giving me a gift at the Feast of the Winter Star, is Willie. So today is the Feast of the Winter Star, but we just ignored it because we can't get the tea set today. It's just not possible. Welcome in, Crisptina. There we go. Sorry, I had trouble with that one. Hope you're doing well today. Ugh, Willie has to give me fish-related stuff. Crisp is fine? Alright, Crisp. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for the follow. Perfect timing. Oh, there's a Q gem. Let's also have some coffee. So right now I'm in the mines almost exclusively for those Q gems. There's a few other nice things too. Probably not to die though. Let's try not doing that. Q gems, galaxy souls if I see them. Radioactive ore is nice, although technically no longer required. Omni geodes are also really nice from the carbon ghosts. I should really just be focusing on slime though, now that I'm thinking about it. You love the Monster Muss icon? I do too. It's like super cute. Oh, Q gem. Worth it. I was kind of hoping that would kill him, but whatever. My dog is barking. Probably for no reason. You got 999 coins in Prairie King? That's really impressive. I'm really bad at Prairie King myself. That's awesome you were able to do that, though. That's really cool. I didn't even know you could get that many coins. Is that like on New Game Plus mode? I vaguely remember, I think you talking about that somewhere, though. Ghosts, where are you? That was one slime? Okay. Time to go. Oh, wow. So you just kept going, huh? Dang, that's really crazy. How many loops did you have to do? I assume you keep your items, right? Good question, you can't remember. Must have been more than 2, though, right? You keep buffs, but lives reset. Okay, so it's still, like, dangerous. You can't stack up, like, infinite lives. That's honestly really impressive. I've never gotten past, the first mushroom level, I think. Ooh, that was close. Hey, Whale, how are you doing? Welcome in. You know what, I might have one time. I'm vaguely remembering getting to, like, the undead levels with the tombstones. So I might have done that once. I don't remember very well, though. So it might have been a long time ago. Oh, no problem, Chris. Thanks so much for coming by. Yeah, let me know if you do record it. I'd love to watch your strategy for going that far in the game. Thanks for coming by and have a wonderful rest of your day. Glad to hear you're good, Whale. Pink Puff, welcome home from work. Welcome to the 999 grind. How are you doing, Pink Puff? V75, thank you so much for the follow. But yeah, for those of you who were not here yesterday, we hit... Oh, I don't want to do that, actually. 20 is a good floor. Not when it looks like this, it's not. We hit 3,000 followers yesterday, which is pretty crazy. Magic Rock Candy has to be stacked, Irk. So, since you can only buy one a week, I can't really use it for anything. I make some exceptions, but I'd rather not waste it. I only have 333 of it right now. Look at these guys. It lined up. I couldn't resist. If you use some items, do you have to get them back? Yes, Sammy Bear. Sorry about that. I don't know why. My throat's suddenly closing up on me. The only thing that's a real concern with, though, Sammy, is the Monster Musk. So the thing I'm using right now to make more monsters appear. I've got a lot of it, so I'm not too worried about it. I have a full stack and like 300 more. And I could make some more even. But since I use it pretty often, I do have to like keep that in mind. Most other things, I don't really use that much of. Yeah, I guess the other thing would be the Magic Rock Candy, but I intentionally just don't bother using it. Technically, it would be better for situations like this, but I need to stack it, so I just can't. Just not feasible to use it a lot of the time. How many tea sets do you have? We have 10. 10 total tea sets at the moment. We would eventually like to have 999, but it is slow going. Once we start sleeping away years at a time, it's going to go a lot quicker. That's actually not too far in the distant future here. So right now, the main reason we're here is to get Q gems and slime and galaxy souls, and we will take those. Purple slime eggs are good too. Who was our gifter this year? It was unfortunately Willie, so no T-set this year was possible. Welcome in, Kat. Hope you're doing well today. Wow. There we go. There we go. I must have seed my hammer swing there. Ooh, this floor is interesting. I don't think it's worth it to go for that. Yeah, you cannot make magic rock candy. You can only buy it from the desert trader for I literally just sent that ad as I was answering that question. I will answer it again after the ad's over. We're already at winter. Yeah, Pink Buff. We've been going for a while. I streamed every day this week so far. So we were in fall to start this week, but we will be done with the year today, and we'll probably continue on a little bit after today. Ad's still going. Dang it. See, so this is when we're going void pendant hunting. This is going to be one of the ways we're able to do that really quickly. It's just like absolutely decimating these mummies. Thank you, Titan Glowing Star. All right, welcome back, everyone. Sorry about that ad break. Unfortunate timing. So yes, Cherry, you cannot buy. I mean, you can only buy the magic rock candy. There's no way to make it or anything like that. There might be in modded, so that might have been what you saw, but there's no way to make it in not modded. My health! Oh my gosh, my health. I didn't even see that second hit there. Mummy murder. Welcome in, Tiny Glowing Star. And we passed out. Dang it. Ooh, this is what happens when I try to do this on like the first day. It actually takes a while for my hands to warm up and stuff. Good morning, Leah. Whoops. I didn't mean to give you that. Oh well. What is your main healing food? I use the pink cakes. Technically, I could buy life elixirs, but they are kind of expensive. I get the pink cakes for free because they come from the statues of Endless Fortune 3 times a year. So I just collect a bunch of them every time they come up. 1 second. Alright, I think that's better. I don't know what is up with my throat today. It's just not letting me say words. Yeah, Vada. Leah is best girl. Pink cakes, they're probably better than gold quality cheese. I don't remember how much gold quality cheese heals, but they heal over 100 health each. They might be similar. Hi, Onion. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today, Onion. It's great to see you. So, we didn't have any stacks of slime before we started this quest on Monday, and now we have 4 stacks of slime. That's what I really love about this quest. Hey, Sims, welcome in. I have 2 main farms going. On my cottagecore forest farm, I'm so close to marrying Leah. Oh, wow, she is perfect for cottagecore too, huh? Hey, Disgraceful Duck, welcome in. It's great to see ya. Alright, let's drop you guys off. Ooh, we got lots of bombs now. I'll add that to the pile. My fave bachelorette is Maru. Well, you'll have a friend in Onion then. I believe Onion's favorite bachelorette is also Maru. Slothy, welcome in. Slothy, it was so fun talking to you last night about D&D. I love it when people get really into it for the first time. It's so fun to hear about. You came up with such cool ideas. I was really happy to hear that. For those of you who do not know Slothy, Slothy is an awesome streamer here on Twitch. Very cozy, very friendly, very good time. If you want to have an awesome streaming experience, you should go give Slothy a follow and click on her name every time she comes up on Twitch. No problem. It's my job, Slothy. I'm DMing. I'm supposed to help you. You're probably marrying Maru in your current min-max run. Maru feels like a good marriage candidate for a min-max run, for sure. She feel like she'd have some pointers for you. Like, are you sure you're doing this as efficiently as possible, honey? Yeah, I'm very excited too, Sloppy. There we go. Speaking of our dearest Leah, I did a Leah marriage run yesterday. Princess, I saw your PB. Princess, I do have to say, though. I do have to say something. I got a 132. I just didn't post it. So it's not quite world record, but and I think Lee has like a 120. She's like the queen of marriage runs for all the candidates. Crying, I will beat it. You could definitely beat it, the 132. It's like a 132.14 or something like that. It's definitely beatable. I don't think I'm gonna run it again, at least for a while. I'm not super interested in marriage runs right now. You DM too? Yes. I've been DMing since 2017, I think. I haven't DM'd for about 2 years now, though. I've done like a bunch of one-shots, but not a campaign. I'm about to start up a campaign with Slothy and some other friends, too. I'll go best DM. You haven't even seen me DM yet, Slothy. I'm glad you think so, but... Brittany, hello! You give off DM energy. I'm gonna take that in the way it was intended, which was a compliment. Brittany, thank you so much for the resubscription. Welcome back to the stack. Enjoy the emotes, the sub badges, and the ad-free viewing for the 7th month, Brittany. For those of you who don't know Brittany streams here on Twitch. If you're looking for a chill place to hang out, you can't go wrong with Brittany Hitch. Thank you again, Brittany. This chai tea latte is like really good. I can't stop drinking it. I have another farm that I focus. Hold on, let me figure out where we're going next before I start reading messages and get lost here. There we go. I have another farm that I focus on less, but the entire reason that exists is I want to marry Maru. The farm's name is Curie. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, that's a really cool idea. I really like that, Danger Sims. Tiny Glowing Star, thank you so much for the resubscription for the 6th month. Tiny Glowing Star, welcome back to the stack. Enjoy your emotes, your sub badges, and your ad-free viewing for your half-year resubscription. Half-year spectacular. Hype, hype, hype. Oh, wait. For 6 months in advance. Oh my gosh, I misread that, Tiny Glowing Star. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for subscribing for the next half year. Tiny Glowing Star, that's so amazing. I'm gonna have to thank you every month now. Remind me. I have to read through the script 6 times, right? Thank you so much, Tiny Glowing Star. If I woke up and sprinted out the door at 6 a.m. every day to make hundreds of thousands of dollars in monster-infested mines in the desert, my spouse was like, "Are you sure you're doing this at peak efficiency?" I would have an X-Pass very fast. See, I was more thinking like she would make suggestions that could help you. Not like in a rude way, though. Yes, if you say it like that, it does sound rude, doesn't it? Trying to collect and organize an entire game is big DM energy. Yeah. I swear half a DM's job is making sure everyone can play. Scheduling conflicts, the BBEG of most D&D games. We're probably going to be playing every other week, but hopefully with like longer sessions. We'll have to decide once we actually sit down to talk about it in more detail. But an every week commitment's probably tough for a lot of people. Farm. I just gave you a few pointers, Slothy. You spent a lot of time and came up with a really cool backstory, which is really cool to see. What's up, gamers? What happened to the... Oh, there you are. You're hiding from me, Tiger Slime. Jess, how is my favorite gamer doing? Welcome in. I hope you're doing wonderful today. Are we talking about D&D again? Sloppy brought it up, so I've just been talking about it a little bit. Plus, what excuse would I have to not talk about D&D? For those of you who do not know, the Valiant Son, our sunny friend, aka Jess. Jess is a wonderful streamer here on Twitch, does a lot of Stardew Valley speedruns, if you're interested in that sort of thing. Was featured on GDQ more than once. The wonderful speedrunner, the Valiant Son. You should give them a follower. I'm your favorite gamer. I don't know what the word gamer means, so kind of, I guess. It's too vague. Thank you all so much for starting a hype train. Avada, thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome to the stack. Enjoy your emotes, your sub badges, and your ad-free viewing. Thank you so much, Avada. And Tiny Glowing Star, thank you for cheering 25 bits. Frayed Blood, welcome in. How are you doing? Oh no. Frayed Blood? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the subscription. Frayed Blood, welcome to the stack. Enjoy your emotes, your sub badges, and your ad-free viewing. Thank you so much, Frayed Blood. Alright. We got a hype train going just in time to be hype, because we are about to descend into the Harder Skull Caverns and kill everything we see. In a good way. Probably. Jess, oh my gosh, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Burnt Soup. Burnt Soup, welcome to the stack. Enjoy your emotes, your sub badges, and your ad-free viewing. Jess, thank you so much for gifting a sub. That's so nice of you. I was going to ask how stream is going, but we hyping, it seems, so far. I mean, stream's always going good, Jess. Kumquat64, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. I am a chaotic D&D player. I like chaos. It does depend on the type of chaos, admittedly. I've definitely had instances of chaos I did not enjoy, but in general, I think chaos can be very fun. You gotta pick the right type of chaos, right? If you're disrupting the flow of the game, then it's a problem. But if it's all in good fun, then it's awesome. Dang it, come on. Here we go. Kirsten, thank you so much for gifting 300 bits. I really have to make more bit rewards. But thank you so much, Kristen. That's awesome. One campaign I tried eating every monster. That is chaos. This is the same floor I was just on. It's just slightly darker. There we go. I'm chaotic stupid. I think we mean characters, Jess, not like you. I think we're talking about characters. Streamer health, but like actually, wow, that's a 6. That's what I said. Now, Jess, you're not supposed to make me feel bad when I make fun of you. There we go. Okay. So many ghosties. Squirrel friend, welcome in. Did it work? That's a good question, Frayed Blood. Did you wait until they were dead also, or did you just like start like taking a bite out of them while you're in the middle of fighting? My friend is a DM. My DM is a DM. He said he had to change the whole plan because the folks in the campaign came across a bunch of dwarves and started talking to them about labor laws and workers' rights and tried to get them to form a union. Oh, I would love that so much. Interestingly, labor laws are like an established thing in my canon. Well, for the places that have, you know, labor laws. There are some places that do not. Yeah, welcome in, Squirrel Friend. Thank you for sharing. I need some coffee. You're not stupid. We know Jess isn't stupid. Jess is, like, getting a math PhD. I think definitionally you cannot be stupid and be getting a math PhD. I think definitionally stupid doesn't mean anything. It's at the very least a very vague term, right? Thank you for giving a pet sneakers, Danger Sims. Kyle Moto. Hello. What items are you trying to get from these caverns? Mostly a lot of slime. Dang it. So slime is really good. Unfortunately, we haven't been running into too many slimes here. Usually there's a lot more. We're also trying to get galaxy souls and Q gems. So these slimes down here, you can see have Q gems in them. So when I kill them, they drop 2 Q gems. This is by far the fastest way to get them. The quests just like don't even compare. Thank you all so much for the hype train. Level 2 hype train to start out stream. That was very nice of you, and it was very hype. There we go. If Jess is stupid, I am... Oh, what is this one called? Yo? I don't know these emotes very well. Uh-oh. We've got a continuation to, like, workers' rights campaign here. My DM had to change his whole plan and throw together a fight for us that turned into almost TPK because my paladin decided to lay hands on a captain of a ship who turned out to be a cloaked bugbear that was hypnotized into thinking he was the ship captain. He was healed, he was uncloaked, and had his memory of being a bugbear back. Wow. That is a pretty crazy series of events. So was the paladin just like trying to heal them? Just because they were hurt? Trying to do a nice thing and suddenly like... That was a roller coaster. Sorry. I have to respond to this message really quick. Quick text. Alright, there we go. So many twists indeed. Come here. Hey, there's a galaxy soul. That's what I like to see. Because each one of these drops 2. So it's realistically the only way to get a lot. It's definitely not worth it to buy them with Q gems. It's much better to get them this way. Hey, DMNC, how are you doing today? Welcome in. One of my friends' campaign, half full of their group, half of their group tried to gaslight the other half that one of them wasn't an Aarakocra and it was successful. I feel like a visual inspection pretty quickly reveals if someone's an Aarakocra or not. These wings? No. These are just really weirdly shaped arms, I guess. We could tell that there was that the memory was kind of foggy in our campaign. Every time we sleep, we fail con check, we lose memory of the previous day. Whoa. What kind of nightmare scenario is that? That's terrifying. Dude, look at all the freaking... Come on, ghosty poos. Line up, please. Hey. Okay. Oh, here we go. Sorry, I'm reading the wrong one. I'll just get your memories back. Healing would bring us memories back, but we didn't expect the captain of a crew, bugbears, and the goblins when they tried to... We're all humans 2 seconds before. Yeah, that's fair. I guess I see. But surely your DM knew that you would have thought of healing them, right? I'm surprised the DM didn't see that one coming. Like, oh, your memories are gone. We had that problem and we fixed it. Let me just do the same thing for you. Oh, we don't have any Batwing space. I will have to throw something out. He did not expect you to heal them. Okay, interesting. Now, to me that seems like a logical progression. Maybe I'm missing something, though. Are you normally not nice to people? As my forever DM, I can finally play the game. That's so exciting. Your name makes a lot more sense now. I think I knew that already, though. Blade, welcome in. How many questions about the tea set have you had? Not too many. We're past it, so. Unfortunately, we could not get a tea set this year, Blade. It was Willy. Gosh darn Willy. For those of you who don't know Blade, Blade is much like that royal serpent. Pops in and then disappears because he's too far off screen. No, I'm kidding. Blade is an awesome streamer here on Twitch and has a great YouTube channel as well. If you're interested in seeing content about this game that absolutely breaks it in ways you can't even imagine, you should go check Blade out. Oh, you did see, okay. Oh, you were here yesterday. Okay, that's right. Yeah, only like 1 or 2 questions about the tea set so far. Basically, like, did we get the tea set? And I say no, because we couldn't. It wasn't possible. It's fine, though. We got 2 out of 3 the last 3 years. Bye! It's like the 3rd one I've despawned today. I don't know why they're doing such a good job of running off screen for me. Yeah, for those of you who do not know, if enemies get too far off screen, they immediately despawn. I think this was put in place because there was occasionally a bug that could happen, or like a bat or something was too far off screen and you couldn't kill it, and then you couldn't beat a monster's floor. But it looks really funny with the royal serpents because it only cares about like any part of their body or their head, maybe. I'm not sure which one. So as a result, with the really long royal serpents, they can still be on screen and disappear because part of their body goes too far off screen. But he didn't also expect me... He also didn't expect me to do an insight check, even though I had done one and an insight check on basically every interaction because he doesn't trust people after seeing walking cabbages. I'm sorry, what, Freyblood? I want to hear more about these walking cabbages. To be fair, I probably wouldn't trust much after I saw walking cabbages. I would probably assume that, like, there was something wrong with me. I don't think killing the carbon ghost is worth it, honestly. I can get a lot of... I can actually get quite a lot of omnis from it, but, like, I only have 50 omnis. And I kind of get that much a day. I get, like, 150 a day. It's probably just better to focus on slimes while I'm in here. Really, the ideal way to do this is to just, like, go down floors until I see slimes. Oh, there's just a ladder right there. Oh, this is floor 30. Back to the top. Go down floors until I specifically see slimes that have the things that I want. So Q-gems and galaxy souls. But that's also boring, and I want to kill things, so... Well, those guys didn't despawn. How rude of them. Oh no, my cabbages! Speaking of omnis, I'm so close to getting the rainbow cowboy hat in my late game save. I need it. It's a good hat. I bought it, even despite the fact that I need the omnis. I considered it to be worth it. Dude, guys, calm down. Spitting so many fireballs. Shame about this floor. There was like 6 slimes. None of them had Q-gems in them. There's a Q-gem. We want this scroll. How much time is left on here? I'm going to use this last monster musk regardless, so I might as well just use it now so I don't forget to. It'll last till the end of the day regardless. Our first fight of the campaign was walking cabbages. Now, I like the sound of that campaign. After overhearing a chat between a guard and the mayor about something weird going on, and seeing guards run to that area, did you find out what was causing it? Is it like a wizard that got bored, or are they like legitimately walking cabbages? Yep. Although we're done with the red scrolls now, Avada. Okay, you guys don't know yet, huh? Probably the same thing that's causing you to lose your memory. Ooh, I like the mystery behind it. There's like a lot of pretty serious effects based on that. Oh, this was a bat floor. Dang it. The bats blended in, I swear. Galaxy Soul. I'm kind of working on some of the mystery elements of the campaign world right now. The important thing is you can't just have, like, mysteries. You need to have satisfying answers, which I think a lot of writers tend to have issues with. I'm not referring to even D&D, just, like, in general. Like, they'll set up, like, this interesting mystery, but there'll never be an answer to it, or never a satisfying answer to it, and as a result, like, the show flops at the end. Because it's like, you were building up to something and it never turned out to be interesting. Come here, friends. Bye DMNC. Oh, I'm sorry. Bye Danger Sims. Have a wonderful dinner. Thank you so much for hanging out today. I'll see you later. Plants are dangerous. Plants are very dangerous. I actually really like plants in terms of a, like, enemy type. I feel like they're very underutilized in D&D. You can have, like, such interesting plant enemies. And it's, like, crazy to me that so many of the plant enemies in, like, the monster manual and stuff are just, like, humanoid-shaped plants. Like, you can do so much with it. 3 health. I'm doing so good. Are you doing inventory at the end of the year? Yes. Yep, that's going to be happening probably about an hour or so here. We've only got 2 days left. In a Kingmaker campaign, I feel I killed 4 chickens with plants. I like that, DMNC. I'm working on a campaign myself, and it will be Monks and Warlocks' worst nightmare. Are you implying that there's not going to be short rests? Because I would strongly advise you against doing that. Because that's just mean to your Monk and Warlock players, isn't it? Short rests also affect other classes. Yes, they disproportionately affect Monks and Warlocks, though. By comparison to other classes. Which is why I shorten my short rest to 10 minutes. Because every campaign I've been in, people tend to not take them very much. Because they're afraid of, like, wasting time. And it's, like, it's kind of important to have them. I also encourage my players to take them, like, after every fight. Except in specific situations. How would short rest slow down the game more than, like, a long rest would? I have never seen short rest cause a problem slowing down the game. You just roll hit dice and then, like, put some things back. This feature comes back, this feature comes back, I heal. Shouldn't take more than, like, a minute. You can roleplay them and everything like that, or you can just say, we take a short rest, and now we're done. Dude, what is this floor? I'm about to get decked by a bug here. Speaking of wild shapes, Mermaid, have you seen the new, I feel like I don't need to finish my sentence. I feel like wild shapes aren't super important unless you're a moon druid. Oh, you don't know, Mermaid? They released the new UA for 1D&D. It has druids and paladins in it. And they nerfed druids a lot. I imagine they're going to go back on a lot of it. People freak out so much about playtest material. Like, the whole point is that you tell people what you're planning on doing, and they can be like, hey, we don't like this. They're like, everyone online's just like, oh my gosh, they ruined druids forever. How are they going to make up for this? It's like, guys, it's a playtest. You can tell them that you don't like what they did. It's totally cool. You haven't paid any attention. Okay, no problem then. They made 3 stat blocks for wild shape instead of having pick an animal type. And I have to say it is a little overly restrictive. I would like them to do a little bit more with it. Spores Druid uses, yeah, some of them use other wild shape stuff, like stars and spores and whatnot. I should clarify that. I just think it's a bad idea to restrict short rests at all. I would encourage them more than restrict them in most cases. Like, the classes that rely on short rests, I don't really consider those the strong classes. It's a world of eternal darkness. Staying in an area for not too long that's not lit with a special light will cause... Yeah, I feel like you could do that in a way that won't, like, nerf monks, though. Poor monks already have it bad enough. Bonfire cantrip. I assume that's probably not going to work, though. Spag! Sorry. That was really dumb. How are you doing today, Spag? Welcome in. It's great to see you. Onion did the same thing. It's me. Maybe I don't feel so bad anymore. Okay. We got over a stack of slime today. Oh, come on. Come on. Nope. Come on. Q gem. Q gem. Gotta kill quick. Alright, let's see if we can get inside before we pass out here. Did we get a tea set? We got a Willy, which that sounds a lot worse when I say it out loud like that. Hey Maggot, welcome in, Squirmy Squirm. How you doing? Willy unfortunately cannot give a tea set, so no, we did not get a tea set. It's okay. This is expected, Mermaid. Totally expected that we'll get some like that. As long as we get the tea set more than 50% of the time, that's pretty good, I'd say. So, sometimes, I think there's like a 20% chance that we don't get it because of the person. So as long as there's not more than like a 30% chance we don't get it because the person doesn't walk on the right tile, I don't know. We still have to do some digging as to how likely that is and everything, but... Yeah, Afraid Blood, I don't, like, it can work, I'm sure. Just, I'm warning you that, like, it is being unfair toward certain classes. So just make sure you're clear about it to whoever you're DMing for before you run it. Like, this is the case, it's going to be harder to take short rests. Maybe you can have some options for, like, short rest classes to get features back, even when they don't take a short rest. Things like that. Because I totally understand maybe making it harder to take a short rest to regain hit points. I'm just letting you know it is going to disproportionately affect classes like the Monk and the Warlock. And I guess that's fine if you don't have those classes in your party, but... just make sure it's upfront with people before you start. Battlemaster Fighter, yeah. Yeah. I'm giving examples, Mermaid, but there are more than just those examples. Eee. Oh yes, an Onion. Seeing that response made me very happy. I'm really glad that they enjoyed what I wrote out. I just remember that now. I just kept writing and writing. I totally forgotten so many of those things. I am keeping it vague on purpose. I don't know if you want to share or not. Willy gave you a Willy? Willy gave me a dress spinner yesterday. I can't remember what Willy can give, but it's not really important because Willy can't give a tea set. That's all I know about. So, like, I have areas in my world where it's extremely difficult to have any sort of resting. But short rests are, like, easier. Like, short rests are more possible. Long rests are very difficult. Is kind of how it works there. So there's areas in my world that, like, kind of cause constant damage. Like, every hour Or I think it's every 2 hours that passes, you take like 2 points of passive damage. So as a result of that, like you can take a short rest, but you can't really take a long rest. Not without like setting up a proper camp and or being able to avoid the damage in some way. Faded Skylines, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. 07, right back at you. I guess it's O/ in this case. Coffee lock? Yeah, well, I also don't allow the coffee lock, just straight up, so that would kind of prevent that, wouldn't it? Alright, let's see here. Oh, we need to grab this so we can get the halibuts out. You mean you don't allow really broken cheese? I'd be okay with it if it just wasn't so busted. I don't know. It's very clearly not intended, right? Like, I think that's pretty obvious. Reddit's been talking about rest casting for a long time. I love the arguments over whether it's allowed by the rules or not, because it's like, I don't know, in my opinion, so clearly allowed by the rules, but it's very obviously, like, not a good thing for the game. Infinite spell slots, yay! You have an Iridium bin? I've never activated or upgraded past Iron. Yeah, I'm in the very end game. Faded Skylines. I've basically upgraded everything I possibly can, purchased everything I can at this point. But I didn't have the Iridium can for a long time. I actually didn't know you could upgrade your trash can for a long time. I remember finding out about it because I went to Clint and I'm like, why is there an upgrade tools button? I had everything upgraded before that came out in the game. And I clicked on it like, trash can? What? Yeah. So when you use the Iridium trash can, it gets you back 60% of the value. I've probably made a lot of money from it, honestly, because I delete a lot of items now. Dark was an adverse effect. Have some bad effect. Also create helpful effects if they want a short rest. Okay, I see Frayed Blood. Yeah, that seems better, right? Like, you can short rest, but there's a chance of something bad happening. It's actually a really good mechanic, I feel like. It's like you have to weigh your options. It's like, how worth it is it? Things like that. I'm just making sure you're aware, just like, be careful. Because if you're disproportionately affecting people in your party, like, that person is going to feel bitter about that, even if they don't vocalize it. Never going to get past the DM. I allowed it for a while, Mermaid. I kind of liked it. But I kind of realized later, like, it makes spellcasters better. And it, like, encourages buff spells. I like buff spells, though. I think it's kind of cool. But I'd rather just people use them at the beginning of the day and use up the spell slots. Is there a point to having money, Rattlehead? Yes. Yes, there is. I need enough money to buy Statues of Endless Fortune. So you see these guys up here, these golden statues? Each one costs 1,000,000 gold to purchase. And I need about 200 more of them. So my goal in the game is to collect 999 of every stackable item. And those items are, in fact, stackable. So I'm using them right now. So I don't have them in a stack, but I have about 800 of them right now. So I still need about 200 million more monies. Anyways, we are starting out with 26 Omni Geodes to 37 diamonds. Oof. But the other two are lagging behind. So if you think we're going to get more Omni Geodes than anything else from these statues, that doesn't go in there, then go ahead and click that Omni button. But if you think we're going to get more of any of these other three, then go ahead and click the Doubter button. It is unlikely that the Omnis are going to win. They have about a 1 in 4 chance of winning compared to everything else. But that's the point of betting, right? If you don't think they're going to win, don't vote for them. Hey, Beaker, welcome in. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well, too. The return scepter is 2 million. I really like it. Technically, farm warp totems are pretty close to as effective, but they warp you up here, whereas the return scepter warps you to your door. So there is a bit of a difference to it for sure. Also, I don't know. I like the return scepter better. I just like how it looks. It's really cool. Gamba, 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 gamba. Mine. Apparently summoning a pack weapon is an action, which I might argue about. I let them do it as a bonus action. I think I have that written in my custom rules. Same with, I think Eldritch Knights can already do it that way. But I would allow Eldritch Knights as well. So apparently Coral doesn't count toward the total. I guess I'll just leave it there. Hey, we got a double Seaweed proc. Very nice. Oh, wow. There's a lot of points in this one. Hey, Sasproggy. Sasprogi. There we go. I was reading it as prodigy at first. I'm like, that's not how you spell prodigy. How are you doing today? Welcome in. If you have any questions about the challenge, feel free to let me know. We're attempting to collect 999 of every stackable item in the game. I agree, Spag. That's a lot of coral, and it looks really pretty in the winter, I feel like. Like with the snow background. The red on the snow looks really nice. Same with hollies. Jess has been here, Mermaid. But I don't mind more shoutouts for Jess. Trying to determine if you needed stacks of each quality. So I do not. Nope. So 1 stack of each. So I do also have a rules command that explains that. But the general idea is, the rule is I have to get every item in a single stack. It doesn't matter what the quality is. So it can be any quality, but it has to be a single quality. So it says, basically the rule is it has to say 999. I can't have like 2 stacks that add up to 999, which was my original plan. But the actual quality is not relevant to getting a stack of every item. Technically, at least. Today's title is a Hamilton reference. Yeah. It was a bit of a deeper cut, I feel like. I was listening to it in the shower today, and I'm like, that would kind of work, wouldn't it? I was afraid it would be too long for a Twitch title, but it worked out. It fits somehow. Never too many Jess shoutouts, yep. At the moment, I have to action cast Mage Armor to get my AC to 12 to 15 in action to summon a weapon. Yeah, Mermaid, it's so strange, isn't it? Technically, you should cast Mage Armor before you fight, though. That should be like at the start of the day cast. They should change 8 hours to just be until your next long rest, I feel like. I know that doesn't make as much sense, but it's like, the whole point of Mage Armor is it's like supposed to last you all day. And it feels weird that it's just like at that awkward length of time. Like if you cast it in the morning, it'll be gone by the time it's dinner, right? It's like, so you're never sure when you should cast it. Looks like it was a good day to be an Omni Doubter. Not yet. Omnis are only down by 10, and we've got another probably 200 statues to go here. So careful what you wish for. Hey, MJ. I'm doing well. Oh, okay. Mage Armor is free because of your invocation. Oh, you should be casting it like every 4 seconds then, Mermaid. Every 6 seconds, excuse me. But you should definitely have that up before a fight starts, alright? I would just ask my DM if we could just assume it was up at all times. Because you would be casting it, basically keeping it up at all times. That's true, yeah. It happens sometimes that you'll get caught with your guard down. Ooh, and a surprise round? Yeah, you're behind on actions by so much with that. I feel like weapons like that, summoned weapons and whatnot, that come from class features, should be like free actions. Like, it should just be like, you can pull out your weapon from its sheath at any time. I feel like that would be a fair way to do that. Oh, we have to look at this. Yeah, Omni's got absolutely decimated here. By over 30? Excuse me? Diamonds? Are we okay? Let me go ahead and pick the doubters as the victors today. Apologies to believers. It happens. I'm sorry. I was a believer too once. I learned my Omni lesson from yesterday. Omnis only have about a 1 in 4 chance of winning, so they're not as likely to win as the other option. Why ignore? I'm just making your job easier, Onion. You're shouting out so many people today. I don't want to put too much on your plate. I'll go trend it. It's my channel, Mermaid. I don't know. It was like I was kind of already doing it, so it just felt weird to even. Yeah, sorry. I'll ask next time. Alright. Let's take a Monster Musk. It's Onion's channel. Actually, it's Sneaker's channel. Let's not pretend ourselves here. We know the real master of the stream. He's right on top of my head. I did not mean to send all of those emotes. The hands were not showing up. What emotes? MJ, I don't even see those. Did it delete your message or something? Avada, thank you so much for the Mew Mew. No, I'm not getting 999 hats. It's only stackable items, Sammy. So only items that stack. Hats do not stack, luckily. Hey, Freight Blood. Oh wait, you're here. You just said stack. Wait, I know you. I've been talking with you for 20 minutes. Emotes to Frayed? Oh. I'm sure Frayed does not mind getting emotes. Hey, Shadow Count Mew Mew. That's your sound. Perfect. I paused. I pressed my pause button, but I couldn't pause because I was swinging my hammer. It's dangerous out here. Mermaid's about to search for the death command. It's okay, okay. We had decent luck today, right? Like, there's no way I lost a lot of items, especially not at the end of the day. Haha! Look at me go. Dodged. You're gonna carry that 1,000 gold, Harvey. Like how it empties your energy too. Like, when did I get tired? Good dodge. Never punished. Why didn't it send death? I think it's something slightly different, like never dies or streamer dies or something like that. Oh no. Onion has to do it apparently. I didn't think I set it to that. Maybe I did, Mermaid, because I was afraid of people spamming it, and it was actually supposed to kind of be a tracker, but I didn't think I did that. I'll fix that if that's the case. I don't know if Onion can change that. I think only I can. So I'll have to fix that later. I don't remember if that's what I did, Mermaid. You can die 2 times. Yeah, what if I die in quick succession, though, Mermaid? That's happened before. Yeah, you can't change the settings, I don't think. You can just change, like, the body of the command. Oh, you can change the cooldown, I guess. I'm pretty sure there was one day where I died 3 times in the same day, which is not only embarrassing, it was just incredible. It was actually impressive, honestly. Dang it. Real streamer is good at dying. I gotta be good at something, right? What buffs do I have active? So I have Monster Musk, which is this one. This is a speed boost, which it's not letting me show, but it comes from my Savage Ring. This is my speed from my Triple Shot, and this is my speed from my Spicy Eel. Now is it working? No, it won't let me show it. And those should all be my active buffs, Tonya. So you can get a speed boost from the Savage Ring after you kill an enemy. And in my case, in Skull Caverns, I kill... Oh my gosh! The same exact thing happened. I was swinging my hammer, and I couldn't pause the game because the hammer was swinging. It's okay, I'll dodge again. Come on, Harvey. You brought all my items with me, right? Maybe I should just stop. 2 items. Okay, well, there are worse things to lose, I suppose. Excuse me, Marland. Marland! Thank you, Marland. Alright. Go for a third? Of course we're going through for a third. You can't gather a lot of slime without dying. Just AC better. I should have AC'd. Alright, let's try this again. Think life. I will think thoughts of living. Let's see if that helps me out or not. Let's see if I can get past floor 3 this time. Oh, it looks like it. I'm gonna, every time I get in the yellow, I'm gonna eat a cake now. If I die again, I can't get an item back until next year. So, let's try not to die again. I'm Minecraft modding. Ooh. What kind of mods you got, Pink Puff? Tell me. Are you making mods, or are you just, like, putting mods in your game? Because both are cool, but I'd love to hear what mods you're making if you're making mods. You're in Minecraft mode. Oh, you're just playing the game. Well, Pink Puff, did you know we have a Minecraft server for the channel and the Discord? I'm going to try and get people back into it this week. Or I was going to. I guess this week's almost over now. Are you interested, Faded? We started out really strong, but this always happens with servers. We just lose interest over time. But maybe we'll have an event soon to get people back to playing. Lollipops. I love Minecraft too. I was gathering some resources the other day for Onion. I've got about 6 stacks so far of quartz onion. How much did you say you needed? Like 30? Been meaning to join in. You're playing on a run with your siblings? Okay, I mean, yeah, if you're playing with family, then that's totally cool. You're also a Minecraft enjoyer? Well, feel free to join in, Filthy Gorilla. Filthy, I have to apologize to you. I was talking to Tushi the other day during his stream, and I called you Godzilla Freak for some reason. I was talking about your Golden Age challenge, because he was looking into trying to do something similar. So I'm sorry about that. I corrected it eventually, but... What item am I farming for? I'm farming for a lot of slime. I lost 300 of it earlier, but I'll get it back tomorrow. It's fine, yeah. I'm like, yeah, Godzilla Freak is totally doing a Golden Age thing, just like you're talking about, Tucci. And I explained some of your thing. Blade was there, luckily, to correct that. I think he was trying to, like, earn 1 billion gold as fast as possible or something like that. I was thinking something like that, I think. Yeah, that was Tucci. Blade was there helping him, so I didn't feel the need to help anymore. Golden Eggs does not work. I mean, he is working on 1 year perfection right now. This was something different, I think. Because Golden Eggs would not help with 1 year perfection for a lot of reasons. You were on the raid earlier? Regular chickens would be faster, you think? Interesting. How would you use golden eggs? You can't get them until after perfection. I know RCJ is doing 1 billion gold. You can't get golden eggs until after perfection, right? Why am I getting all these followers right now? Oh man, my speed buffs went away. Yeah, RCJ asked me a bit too about how to get 1 billion. I just told him about like the regular kind of ancient fruit strats, which is what Cord was doing for his 1 billion gold run. But I think, yeah, golden eggs would probably be the best way to do it. If you're just like absolutely rushing 1 billion gold. Yeah, golden eggs would be faster. I'm realizing that now. I think I was just thinking about Cord's run that he started but never finished. Coco, welcome in. I was going to talk about something, but I forgot what it was. Oh, coconuts. How hard do you think a Minecraft stack challenge would be? Coconuts. Sorry, DMNC. I was going to answer your question, and then I moved on, and then I forgot to respond. How hard do you think a Minecraft stack challenge would be? For about 99% of items, it would be really easy. For that last 1% of items, it would be nearly impossible. There's just a few items. And now with the changes coming in 1.20, it becomes a lot more difficult for some of the items. The armor trim ones you can dupe with diamonds, but that's a lot of diamonds that you have to get again. Obviously the armors don't stack, but the actual rune tablets do stack. That's a lot of diamonds you need. My Minecraft loves you, average chatter. I'm pretty sure I need way more than 30. Okay, if you can get me an actual number, Onion, I will get it. You just gotta tell me. The 70-hour run he never finished because it's boring? Yeah, that one. RCJ would be willing to do it, I bet, though. I was doing Minecraft stacking, but either way, it's about the same. The vast majority of items in Minecraft can be just completely farmed for. Like, you don't even need to... You can just get, like, an infinite amount of them by setting up a farm. The ones you can't are usually the tougher ones, for sure. Hey, Sammy, welcome in. I'm doing really well. Let me stretch out here real quick. Cherry, go ahead and ask the space question whenever you're ready, Cherry Tree. I saw your message. I was just waiting for you to post about it. Witch, welcome in. I'm not doing Minecraft. Oh, I see. I'm not planning on actually doing Minecraft stacking Gorilla. I've thought about it before, and it's not as interesting. Diamonds aren't that hard, but I think it's 8 diamonds per rune, and I think there's like 8 types of runes. So you're talking about 8 times 64. It's actually not that bad, is it? Yeah, that's no worse than just Okay, so it's 8 times 64 times 8. Yeah, that's not that bad, actually. That's doable. Do you know who ALH84001 is? No, I do not know who that is, Cherry. Is that like a YouTuber or something? Yeah, world leader. Sorry, I guess I was like processing things in terms of how I would play the game. Oops. Yeah, the god apples would be kind of tough, but that's still not even that bad. The really hard thing would be like the very rare items, like the 2 tall ferns that you can only find in the villages. And that's just a time grind, right? That's like the equivalent to T-sets in this game. Except it's more active, unfortunately. Yeah, Ancient Cities make the golden apples pretty trivial. I raided an Ancient City recently. It came out with 10 notch apples. That's 64 Deep Slate Emerald. The thing is, Mermaid, it's doable, though, right? Like, that's not... It's annoying, but it's definitely doable. Fossilized bacteria found on Mars. Is that recent? Because I'd be surprised if I hadn't heard about that if it wasn't, like, today. Unless there's some doubt whether it's actually bacteria or not. That seems like it's probably the likely thing. Deep Slate Coal is ridiculously easy, Mermaid. I don't know who's saying that's rare, but like I've probably found 64 in the world I've been playing on Discord so far. I just mine it. No T-set this year, which unfortunately Willie was our gifter, and Willie cannot give a T-set no matter what. It was on my 5-year-old science cards. Yeah, so either it was refuted or it's heavily disputed, Cherry. Otherwise it would be a much bigger deal. Or it was brought with it from Earth on accident. But they do a pretty good job of wiping those things down, so I don't think it would have. Lame Willie. Came with your telescope. Huh. Yeah, my guess is it's probably not completely agreed upon. You haven't played since past 1.16. Honestly, Mermaid, you should really try the new caves. They're, like, super fun. Like, I have such a good time just mining now. I did before, too. I always liked mining, but the new caves are just so much fun. Deep Slate Coal and Copper? Ah, yeah. You can still get those things. They're just harder. Do the empty spaces on your farm have a purpose currently? The ones down below, Coco? This is for spawning owl statues. They have not done a good job of doing that yet, but technically speaking, they're for spawning owl statues. You don't like Deep Slate? That's part of the fun of it, Mermaid. It's not supposed to be instant mineable. Good. You're supposed to follow the caves, not use a beacon to max mine. It's the whole point of caving. I'm fine with instant mining for, like, building. The whole point of caving is to go caving. You follow the caves, you look for resources. I'd like to see more underground structures. I think that'd be really fun. I feel like there's very few things to find down there that are, like, structures. Now there's the ancient cities, but those are rare, right? You don't like caving. Have you tried the new caves? What's your plan for the last day of the year? We're just gonna play it like a normal day for the most part. Our goal, I'm gonna make sure that all the stuff's out of my inventory by the time the day ends, though. So I can count it tomorrow. Dungeons need a major update. I'm okay with keeping the dungeons the way they are now. Just add more dungeons on top of those. I think mine shafts are fine too. I just want to see more, you know? Like you just run across like an ancient, like abandoned structure underneath the ground. That sounds like so cool. Are we auditing? Yes, we're auditing. I guess I have not explained that thoroughly enough. We will be auditing very soon here. I'm probably going to take a break after today. But what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to go to Clint today. At very late. And then that will be my break. And then when I get back, we'll very quickly finish the day and then go straight into our audit. Why are we yelling? I'm just kidding. I know why you're yelling. You're excited. You aren't allowed to update the command until you sleep. You're gonna try and get me on the command again? You're definitely gonna beat me if that's the case. I'm gonna open the typical amount, which it's fine if I don't open all of them. I just eventually have to open all of them. It just means I'll have more raw troves. If that makes sense. I'd never do that. Don't know about that one, Mermaid. I don't know. I'm a big proponent of just more structures in Minecraft. I know they're hard to do, but like, it makes exploring so much more fun. It's like so much more interesting to go around. Whereas the stonefish, you have to summon the stonefish. Stonefish does not just come to be on its own. I need both these, actually. Not this. Ugh. Stupid bok choy. Get out of my... Yoink. Stonefish is a point redemption now. No problem, Gorilla. Thanks so much for stopping by to say hi. Good luck getting your stuff done. A herring. Oh, this goes in here while we're passing by. Go in here. Oh, we should have done a gamba. It would have been the last one of the year. And it is, in fact... That's a shame. Omni's won, too. Wait, no, this is right. We need 3. Perfect. Can I ask you a science question? There's a thing for it, right? Oh, yes, go for it. Sorry, I didn't even see you redeemed it. Please do. Yeah, so if you redeem that, just ask. It's perfectly fine. $635. Why are there so many? I know the answer to that question. You don't have to answer. It's rhetorical. Down here, 382. I'm trying to get things a little cleaned up for the audit too tomorrow, which is why I'm kind of running around. Get stuff done. There's 2 whole stacks in here. When you get lots of statues. Yes, I asked for this, I'm aware. You enjoy your long break. We are outpacing how fast we're opening them at Clint's. Which I did not expect to happen. I tried, I swear I did. Alright. When you were in school, was there a science fact you learned that completely changed your view about the universe? I don't know if there was a single specific fact. I might have to think about this one for a second, MJ. There were, like, questions that got me interested in science. Like, questions that I didn't think could have answers that had, like, very simplistic ones. I think that's really what got me into science. Is the fact that you could, like, ask a question and then figure it out. Which is like one of those things that you aren't born with the knowledge that you could do that. It's like kind of really cool that you can do that. Yeah, we hit 1.2 billion. You have not missed the audit, Farland. Welcome in. We're about to do it soon. I have to clear out the this area first though. Ooh. Stay there, Sneakers. For you, it was finding out that a circle is a lie for plants and we're all just spinning sideways through space. I think, yeah, I think it probably had something to do with space. I really think that just kind of actually getting a vague scale for the size of the universe really puts things into perspective like nothing else can. It makes everything seem so ridiculous. Like, why am I even arguing about something so dumb when it doesn't matter, sort of way. Oh, I see, TJ. You mean specifically the way that the solar system moves through the galaxy? Oh yeah, I agree with that too. I have to go to the doctors. I was originally going to go on later, but they put you on priority. All right, Faded. Thanks so much for coming by. Have yourself a wonderful day. Good luck at the doctors. I hope everything goes well. Yeah, it does look really cool, doesn't it? How it looks like the planets kind of follow the sun rather than orbit them because of how everything's moving through space. Okay, so we're going to collect all this tomorrow rather than today. There's not really a good reason to do it today. If I don't get back before stream ends, I'll see y'all on Discord. Thanks, Faded. I don't know how much longer we're going to go today. Technically, I could end after the audit. But I don't think I will. I want to keep playing. Alright, I think I'm going to turn all of this slime into slime incubators. I can get a few more out of that. Literally just one more, but one more is one more. There we go. Wow, we're up to... It's amazing like how little of a dent all that slime just made. I just put like 6 stacks in there. I got... It feels like I did nothing. That's all of it, right? Yeah, no more slimes left. The slime incubators just like eat up slime like crazy. What's up with incubators in this game and being uber expensive? Thank God the chicken incubators are free, or they might cost 100 eggs per incubator. The fact that got me into linguistics was that people can distinguish between more or less shades of color depending on how many words there are for their color in their languages. Yeah, that's actually really cool about it. I have looked into that fact in particular before. Do these disappear on a season transition? Mermaid, you know? You're still hanging out? Do coconuts disappear on season transition? Or is it just on, I think so? I'll grab them. I actually have to go back anyways, so who cares? I forgot my Monster Musk. End of season forge stuff, yeah. I wasn't sure if the desert followed the same rules, but of course it does. I don't know why it wouldn't. Alright, chat. You have to remind me. I have to go to Clint's at 1 a.m. Realistically, I should leave at 12:30. The first thing I'm going to do is go down to floor 100 so I can finish the quest. I'm only going to stop if I see a Q-Gem, a Galaxy Soul, or Radioactive Ore. 1 a.m. Clint. Remind me when it matters, Onion. Save your reminders for when it matters. Thank you, Mermaid. You sound like my mom setting my curfew. Now remember, Witch, you have to go to bed by 1 a.m. My mom. Solid quote. 10:45. Pretty nice. I can't remember the last time I had a bedtime. Like, legitimately, I don't remember the last time I had a bedtime. What was that like? Eat cake. Now I just know if I don't go to bed on time, I, like, suffer the next day. Let's get through the dirty 30s. Wow, that's a floor. Making a yummy turkey dinner. Oh, that is actually very exciting, Pink Puff. Are you, like, cooking a whole turkey, or is it, like, turkey breast or something along those lines? Or, like, smoked turkey? I had smoked turkey recently. It was delicious. Did you ever spend your Q gems? Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I should do that. Having said that, though, when I get to floor 100 here, I'm going to have more Q gems, so I should go do that first. And then anything extra, I can just keep for next year. Good call, though, Witch. I would have forgotten. Totally would have forgotten. How many Junimo chests will we get? Actually, the math is pretty easy on that. It's pretty easy to figure out how many we're going to get. We have just a little bit less than 4,000. 4,000 divided by 15 is a lot. Oh, my health. White algae's not going to help that. $220-ish, which is not enough for a stack because I have about 500. Oh my god, these floors. Man, this is deadly. Look at all of these bats. Hey, look. When's the last time I got to open one of those? Oh, let's not mess with those. I think you divided by 150, which, although that's still not quite right. Are you counting this number, or are you counting this number? Because that number up there in the corner is not right. You did 400? Okay. There's an order of magnitude wrong somewhere. I think I'm going to have a lesson next year to start my physics class about orders of magnitude, because we end up using them a lot in physics, and I think they're really cool, and I should teach them. The sketch I did turned out cute, so I might actually start liking Emily. Onion, do you just, like, immediately fall in love with everything you sketch? I mean, they're good drawings, so I don't blame you. I feel like I'm back in the algebra class. Order of operation? Orders of magnitude. So, like, 10 and 1 are one order of magnitude apart, and then 100 is another order of magnitude. It's kind of like scientific notation a little bit. There was a Q gem in there. I didn't see it until that one started moving. Not orders of operation. I didn't get that far. It's just like the difference between 10 and 100. It's not something that's complicated, but it's something that you can use a lot more than people normally do to, like, solve problems. Fermi estimation. I've heard that before, and I should know what that is, Kyle. Is that kind of what I'm talking about, though? With, like, estimating things based on order of magnitudes? Get me out of here. My film miniature brain is just nodding along. I swear I thought there was a galaxy soul in there, but there was not. No, I pressed it twice! Oh, that's actually kind of a problem. Was that floor 98? That was floor 98. Rip ladders, I can make it. There's plenty of time. But the bigger problem is if I lose something important here. 6 items. Actually, for 6 items, those are not bad items to lose. I can live without those. Hey, Piano, welcome in. Spare some Q gems for the poor? No, they're my Q gems. Go get your own. I'm also poor. I just have a whole different level of things I need. Alright, Marlon. Marlon, I'm bleeding. Get my slime. It's 8 p.m. Yeah, I kind of gotta rush it, don't I? Especially since we're going to Clint's tonight, too. I can't believe I was on floor 98. I'm not resetting the day. Today I already had to do a lot. Pause buffer time? I actually don't think I need to pause buffer at 8. I can make it 100 floors in 3 hours pretty easily. Clever leaving a phone there. I don't want to talk about how many times I've had to die for that to be put there, TJ. But I will say I do like it having it there. Nut room, though? I mean, it's not that hard to get to the nut room. Having said that, if I get this many Q gems, then... Stop, game! I want them! Reset the day and let us do a scam bet. I don't even remember what one. Oh, Omni's won. What about an order of magnitude? Oh, can we get a shout out for Piano, by the way? I don't think we did. Piano Addict is an awesome streamer here on Twitch. Does a lot of really fun challenge runs. Is currently working on... Did you finish the CC route, Piano? I think you did. So I think you're currently running a CC route. But is kind of working on a 100 million in 1 year challenge as well. I think currently he's taking a break from it. I forgot. You're totally fine, Onion. Don't worry about it. Autopetter. See, I wouldn't have gotten these 5 Omnis if I didn't die. I've only died 3 times in one stream. Autopetter. Nope. Integer overflow in 1 year. I don't think that one's gonna happen, unfortunately. Farland. That might be a little bit pushing it. Alexos, welcome in. Okay, this is gonna be a bit tough. But I really want all these Q gems. It's a workable state doing runs now. You did the 4-player one, which I was not expecting. How did that come about, by the way, Piano? Did you just, like, message everyone's like, hey, do you want to run CC 4-player? I think I ended stream and you guys were all just running 4-player CC. Can't even get 2 billion in 1 year. Shaking my head. I don't even think that's possible with late game strats. Lee Chat wanted to do it. Well, that's awesome. And you just wrangled Jess into it. No, it's pretty easy to wrangle Jess into a speedrun, I feel like. Don't tell her I said that. Let's see here. Yeah, outside of casino strats, I don't think it's possible to get 2 billion in 1 year. Even if you're, like, very set up for it. I guess you could, like, prepare all the things to sell. Am I really gonna die again? Stop it. Hey, Breezy, welcome in. Breezy, you totally missed it. I definitely didn't die 3 times. You know what? It was all worth it, I guess. Just for that. Just spend 30 years in the casino. I don't know. I'm actually, like, thinking about this, Farland. How long would it take you to sell 2 billion worth of... what's the best conversion again? Hardwood fences? I guess if you have the iridium trash can. That's actually doable, because you don't need to waste time. But my god, would that suck. 3, Algo, my dude. There was an unfortunate thing that happened. I died on floor 98, and I need to get to floor 100 today. On the plus side, I got an autopetter, so, worth it? Lioncia. Scylla, Lion Scylla, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. We are using a lot of ladders right now because we need to get to the bottom of the mines very quickly. Well, the bottom, floor 100. There is no bottom. Can't find my horse flute. Oh, Avada, better check. I don't think it can, like, just disappear. I don't think you can throw it away. You can't buy another one, can you? You might be able to. Autopetters do stack, squirrel friend. Yep, so I absolutely need them. I have about 60 right now, which is actually pretty good. But only 6% of what I need total, so we're getting there. Shiny, welcome in. How are you doing today? That was really bad timing. Oh, you're subbed. Perfect. I can talk to you. Sorry, I just threw an ad. So if you are hearing me now, it's because you're awesome and or have an ad blocker. But you're still awesome anyways. For those of you who do not know Shiny Games, I'm going to wait to shout them out because until the ad break is over so everyone can hear. But they're awesome. Algo depends. So Shiny, what have you been up to, by the way, streaming-wise? You're using the slot machines? Oh yeah, well I'm talking about actually making the money, Farland, because you have to buy stuff and then sell it to make money, right? You can't just have casino coins. Casino coins are technically not money. Like actually doing blackjack or the other thing. Yeah, getting the coins does not cost time. It's making money that costs time. See, Mermaid, we got there with plenty of time to spare. We're not going to leave until like 12:30 probably. Alright, welcome back from the ad break, everyone. Sorry you had to endure that. I'm sure you're all going to purchase a Hyundai now, or whatever ads is going on. Oh, I can just drop this now. Whee! Nice. More nice. Go Ginger Island? I will. 12:30. It's not hard to get there in time, Mermaid. I'm not worried about it. I have a horse flute. Darn it. Get over here. For those of you who do not know Shiny Games is an awesome streamer who has been working on various speedruns and a couple of casual playthroughs. Finding your niche still? I'm sure you're going to find a great thing to stream, Shiny. Whoops. Wrong thing. Get this next too. Oh, IRL time? Yeah. Calico Jack definitely takes up less IRL time than Casino. But Casino, you could just let it sit there indefinitely with a good enough luck buff. And you'll never lose casino coins. Well, you're extremely unlikely to. I was kind of hoping to hit 4,000. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. Hi, health. Bye, health. You're never going to get there with slots? How long would it take, Mermaid? With good luck on slots, I think I was able to get... I think I ran it for like 4 hours. And I was able to get like a few, like 4 million or something like that. It does take a long time though. Ooh, I think it's worth it to go grab these. It's gonna make things a little bit closer than I'd like. Dude, get out of here. That's a lot of fill headphones. Right. Yeah, I'm leaving right now. I just wanted to eat that cake so I didn't die when teleporting away. Alright, we're going to clean up our inventory here. It's okay. I just have to get to Clint's by like 1:30 and I'll be fine. Which will be easy to do. Or it should be easy to do, hopefully. Get rid of the tibias, get rid of the hat, get rid of this. Put this away. Put this away. Bye. And go to Island with the horse flute. I remembered Clint's. Thank you, Onion. Half lurking for the moment, so your chats are delayed. That's fine. I know, everyone. We'll get there. I have to grab my Junimo chests first. Don't worry. As long as I leave Clint's after... Or if I get to Clint's by 1:30, I'll be fine. Wrong side. $265. Popcorn has no right to be this good. There is some really good popcorn, so I'm not surprised to hear that it is magically delicious for you. 681. Oh my god, we need so more still. So much more still. All right. We'll do 318. Just do half of what we got there. Give me a good time for a break. And a good little break before we start our audit here. That is not the right place. And good. Alright, y'all. You ready to have some fun? We got 318 of these artifact troves, and you're going to place your bets as to whether we're going to get more one thing or the other. Wait Clint up to get to work. Clint can open geodes in his dreams. Spoons is already one of them, Mermaid. We need one more artifact for Onion here. Pumpkins? We'll accept your answer. Spoon versus spoon. I kind of like Sophie's answer, though. We'll do that at some point for sure. Alright, do we have it ready to go? Spoons versus golden pumpkins. Vote now, which you prefer. Okay, I'm going to run 3 minutes of ads while I'm gone. Let me just quickly drop off my face cam here. And so I'll be gone for about 12 minutes, I think, is how long 318 is going to take. So I'll see you all when we get back. Going to run some ads. When we come back, we're going to be doing our audit. So I will see you then. Bye for now. Wait, why can't I run ads? You recently ran ads and must wait. When did I run ads? It was like 5 minutes ago. Okay, sorry. I'm still going to run ads, just not as long. All right, see y'all in a bit. Welcome back, everyone. That was quite a suspenseful ending there, wasn't it? Spoons managed to pull it out. It was pretty much close the whole time, based on the few times I checked in. Welcome back. I hope you had a good break. My food was not ready, so I didn't eat. Also, my entire downstairs smells like paint right now. And it mixes with the smell of food to create something kind of gross smelling, unfortunately. It would be delicious, I'm sure of that, but it's never Spoons when I pick it. Well, Spoons won this time. It's been Spoons most of the time, I think. Ancient Dolls is still last, right? Well, we're going to count tomorrow, so why bother counting right now, huh? Alright, let me get my inventory all organized for tomorrow. I've gotten a lot better at organizing my inventory now. And I don't think there's anything else for us to do tonight. You have roommates? Sort of. I have a Brady. I live with my dad, Breezy. Good water. Let's see here. Good day for treasure chest. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything that was happening while during the break. Felix, how are you? Welcome in. Sorry I missed you before the break. Hope you're doing well today. Spoons, tea-sets, tea-sets. Actually, I think the last thing we're going to finish is probably owl statue. It's likely that we might finish tea-sets before owl statues. It'll be kind of random, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be owl statues. We'll know more as we do more and more. Nothing wrong with living with parents. Yeah, it's been financially very good. And realistically, it's been a lot better than finding my own place. Like, the second I was ready to move out, the housing market was horrible. It was like right after COVID happened. So everything was extremely expensive. And it was just like, you know, it's not that bad to just live with my parents, is it? They don't mind. I help with a lot of stuff and whatnot. I don't mind. We get along very well, so. Yeah, I did. I did see that, Mermaid. I was agreeing with you when you said owl statues later on. What the heck just happened? That was some really lagginess. Alright, everyone. It's time to do an audit. I'm going to clean things up here, and then we'll get the audit started. Command wrong. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. I was going to do it during my break. You got me. I'll accept responsibility for that one. I completely forgot. Alright, here we go. Let me fix it real quick. That's why I checked beforehand. Add command. Wait, not add command. Search command, year. Edit. It is now year 34. Submit. Still, I haven't pressed the button yet, Mermaid. Okay, we're good now. Should be fixed. Alright, let's get everything nice and cleaned up for the audit. We gotta see all that yellow ground. That's a you problem? I mean, yeah, you're right. Alright. Clean that up. Put away the scythe. Get rid of this mail. Oh, there's slime. I think I should count this slime toward my total. I think that's fair. I died with it, so technically I did already have it. And we'll put this in here. Get this right here. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos, so let's position ourselves correctly and pull out the YouTube voice. Hello, everyone. How are you doing on this fine day? Ned, welcome in. How are you? We're going to collect some stacks. Let's get sneakers up in here. Oops. Hi, YouTube. We haven't started recording yet. I have to go here? Here, I think. Beautiful. Is this a good view? It's a little hard to see, isn't it? What if we do this? I think that looks better. Text behind me still says you're 33. Now what's it say, Pickle Rick? Huh? What am I doing for non-stackable items? It's fun. Nothing. Technically, there's no rule for me with non-stackable items at all. Sneakers is gotta have to, like, scooch down here. Maybe I can scooch down a little bit to fit better in the camera. I mean, I can, like... Let me get my face cam here. I can, like, get rid of the bottom part of this. That looks better. Get rid of more of the bottom. And focus on my sneakers head. Perfect! That's a little better. I'm more centered now, too. I'd like to have borders here and everything, but I can't do everything, can I? Oh, you do too, Breezy? That's good. First time I've ever been here for an audit. Excuse me. Get your hi YouTubers ready. I haven't started recording yet. We're still chatting for a moment. Gotta get in the zone. Get a good sleep cycle. Why are you crying, Kat? I must have missed it. Looks like you're getting ready for a date. If I showed up like this to a date, well, she'd definitely be the one. If she didn't immediately reject me. I did not delete chat. It's just over my face. Hype for your first audit? I'm glad to have you here, Tonya, in Whale, for the first audit. What's the most cursed thing you could talk about on YouTube? Probably a lot. I'm sure you guys can find something. You're very creative. Chat's gonna cover your face. My face is not the important part of this screen, Coco. My face is here so you can see it. But the whole point of this is to go over our audit, so... I should have more borders and stuff. I don't love how it looks, but it's what we got. Chat is covering sneakers. That's unfortunate. It's just how we're going to have to do. I can't put chat anywhere else. To me, your face is the most important part. Thanks, Alexis. Alexos, sorry. You can do point redeems and cause chaos. I'm going to have to live with that, I think. I don't think there's much I can do about that, unfortunately. If you cause chaos, you cause chaos. Alright. Having said that, I think we should go ahead and get started on our audit here. Alright, let's make sure I can easily go between these. Alright, goody. I have to like alt-tab between them very quickly. Alright, so why don't we go ahead and get started. I have started the record button, so I'm going to have to cut off this first part, but that's fine. Hello and welcome, YouTube. Today we are going to go through our audit of all of the items for the 999 stream. Thank you, man. For the years 30 through 33, so the last 3 years. Well, 31 through 33. So, as a result of that...
Yes, science!
Let's go ahead and get started. So let's look at what we have first here, which is our total sheet. So the goal of the challenge, of course, is to get 999 of every stackable item in the game. I split this up into categories, starting with fruits, veggies, forage, flowers, fish, row, artisan goods, cooking, animal products and mob drops, seeds, minerals, metals, and gems. I'm sorry, materials, metals, and gems, minerals, other artifacts, and decorations. And you can see my percentage here. So whether I'm completed or not is this column, and my percentage done is this column here. So I don't actually edit anything. This is just a summation sheet. So the things that I edit are over here. So a few years ago we finished fruits, so we do not need to edit this at all. We have all of our fruits done. We are still working on veggies because of the elusive fiddlehead fern. So, what's going on? There we go. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and take a look at our fiddlehead ferns here. So I think we actually used a lot recently here, but let's go ahead and add up what we have to begin with. 999 plus 37 plus 456 gives us 1492. Sounds familiar. So we went from 1154 to 1492, which brings us up to 62 total percent complete for fiddleheads. On to forage. So we actually finished something in this category this year, which reminds me I'm going to be writing down the things that I finish because it's good to keep track of that. So nothing finished yet, but we'll get there. So on to forage. Let's go over to our mushrooms to begin with. So our first mushroom is the magma cap, which we now have 466 of instead of 324. And the morel, which we have, it's hard to read from there, so I'll read from here, 608 of. So part of my rules is that they have to be in a single stack, which is why you might notice, even though we have more magma caps and more morels, I picked the highest stack because that is the highest amount that I have. Okay, next thing we need to look at are the rainbow shells and nautilus shells. Now, the nautilus shells I have finished with. I finished right before the end of the year here. So we have 999 nautilus shells, and that is our first completed stack this year, or this set of years. So that's all done. So nautilus shell is all finished. Okay. And now rainbow shell we worked on, but we were not able to get finished. We're up to 566. So we actually got over 200, which is pretty good. It's a very reasonable amount for a few years. So this sheet's looking a lot better now. I think the percentage went up, but I didn't actually check, unfortunately. Okay, flowers we've had done for quite a while, so we don't need to worry about those. Fish. Fish is going to have a lot of different updates to it. So let's go in order of what we have done. I know for a fact that we finished bullheads. I think that's the only thing. Bullheads and catfish. So let's mark up our bullheads being done. So 999. Bullheads finished. Catfish 999. Catfish finish. So let me go ahead and write those down. Bullhead. Catfish. Alright. The other ones are a little harder. I believe we finished chubs as well. Yes, chubs are also done. So let's mark that one done. So lots of fish done, which is good. Lots of fish to go. This is looking really clean compared to what it used to be. Dorado, flounder, ghostfish are all things that we're working on. Halibut actually as well. So let's go ahead and check on the number of those that we currently have. Dorados. Sorry, Chad. Some of us are not perfect. So Dorado is at 567. We have some in the ponds, but I'm just not going to count those. It's easier to just count the ones that we have collected. So 567 Dorado. Alright, Flounder. Flounder we have 841. Now you might notice that we're actually losing some flounders here compared to what we had last time. That's because a lot of the flounders went into something called seafoam pudding, which is a cooked item, which we're finished with now. So we actually gained flounders, but it won't reflect that here. If you see, you can tell at the top here, this is the column we just filled in plus that cooking item, the seafoam pudding. So once we update that cooking item, we're going to come back and look at this, and this will be much closer to being done. It will actually be very close to being done. We're almost just 150 away from finishing it. It'll be done before next audit for sure. Alright, ghost fish, we're at 382. We just started the ghost fish, so we don't have a whole lot of them yet. And halibut, we're actually going to reduce the amount of halibuts we have because I have a bunch of gold quality ones, but we're going to be stacking the non-gold ones here. So 298. So we're reducing it for now, but it will be much higher by the time we come back here. It'll be done by the time we audit again for sure. Alright, for the other fish on this list, we have not made any changes to any of them besides midnight carp, which we will now put in at 221. For the same reason, it's going to reduce from what it was before. But because we've actually finished seafoam pudding, it's going to shoot back up when we fill that in later on. And the other thing that we worked on significantly is the Miss Angler fish. So if we head on over to Miss Angler, that is not the right chest. Miss Angler is right over here. You can see we are very close to finishing it. We were not unable to finish this year, unfortunately. So at 963 total in a single stack, we will put that on there. We're 96% done. Alright. I believe nothing else here has to be updated. But let me make sure of that really quick. We're just going through... I don't know, chat. Do you remember anything else that we finished in here? Salmon makes sense to be done. Sardines. Oh. I didn't know sardines weren't done before. Yes, sardines are definitely done now. I have to prove that, I assume. So let's go ahead and take a look at them really quickly. Sardines, 999. I was unaware that we hadn't finished them last time. We were very close, it looks like. So sardines are finished. Very good. Alright, sea cucumber, all done. Shad, all done. I don't think any of these other ones have updated significantly enough to matter. So we're not going to update them. Tilapia, tuna, void salmon, walleye, wood skip. Nope, we're good. Alright, let's go on to the roe. So fish roe is another important thing that is involved with fish. So let's go ahead and look at which things for roe we have completed. Luckily, these are all alphabetical, so this becomes pretty easy. So bullhead and catfish are probably going to be the easiest on here. So bullhead, catfish are all done. So let's go ahead and put that in. 9 bullfish. I'm sorry, bullhead. 999 catfish. 999 chub. Okay, I'm pretty sure sardine roe was already done, so we don't need to worry about that. Chub, catfish, bullhead, all finished. Let's see what else we might have done. Crab, cockle, crayfish. Okay, none of those. Unfortunately, the crab pot fish are very slow at getting roe done. But the Dorado, Dorado, we're at 915 of. So let's go ahead and add that in. Okay, flounder roe. I'm pretty sure we are completely done with. It's flounder roe right here, 999. So it looks like we're actually reducing it, but we also finished the aged roe. There we go, flounder roe, which we will update in the next sheet in the artisan goods area. Alright, and now let's just update the ones we have started but haven't finished yet. So the ghost fish roe is at 449. We just started halibuts, so it's only at 142. Okay. And for the other roe we're gathering right now, midnight carp and flounder are both done. Mussel roe is at 531. So mussels roe is very slow. All the crab pot fish roe takes, you only get about 10% of your rewards from the crab pot fish ponds are roe. So the muscle row, we've been working on it for a while. You can see when we did this 3 years ago, we had 120. And now we've only got 531. So it's very slow going. Unlike the other ones, which are a little quicker at least. Let me double check on some of these further ones here. So flounder we already checked, but midnight carp. Oh, we were not done with midnight carp yet, but now we are. So let me go ahead and type that in there. Midnight carp row, all done. So that one is now finished as well. And I think everything else is pretty good. Chad is being naughty. Hey, Squirrel, welcome in. I am not surprised that Chad is being naughty. Do not concern yourselves with them. Alright, on to Artisan Goods. That's all the row that got updated. So Artisan Goods is pretty much done, outside of a few exceptions. We're going to update as many of those as we can here. But the biggest change here is the row, like normal. So let's go ahead and look at our aged row, which we keep up here. So our additions are going to be the aged bullhead row, aged catfish row, aged chub row, aged flounder row, and aged midnight carp row. I don't think any of those were done. So let's go ahead and add the bullhead, the catfish, the chub, and I'm going to write all these down so I don't forget. I don't think we've made any differences there. The flounder row. The midnight carp. This is the right one? Yep. Okay. Other than that, I don't think we added any more row to the totals here. Aged row, that is. But there is a few other things we need to add to in this list. So there are, if we go back to our area here, there's wine, juice, jelly, and pickles that are not of any particular brand. So you'll see this one is just jelly, this one is just juice, this one is just pickles, and this one is just wine. Luckily the wine we don't need to worry about because we get it from the Statues of Endless Fortune. But the other ones we very slowly get from the traveling cart. So let's go ahead and start by doing the jelly. We have 53 total jelly. It looks like that has not changed in 3 years. Unfortunately, it's pretty slow to get it. I know that the juice has changed though. So we now have 32 total juice instead of 24. And it looks like juice, jelly. Oh, I forgot to do the pickles. And I think the pickles has changed as well. We're up to 32 now instead of 29, so we got 3 of those. Very slow updating, unfortunately, but we are making some progress with that. Alright, on to cooking. Now cooking, we managed to get 2 things done in our cooking category this year. So let's go ahead and check on those. The first one is the maki roll. We have 999 maki rolls. We are waiting on seaweed to finish that, but we're all done with it now. So that is a completed stack. Alright, and the other is the seafoam pudding. Seafoam pudding, we have 999 of them. So if we type that in there, we will see we are done with seafoam pudding. And perhaps even most importantly, with seafoam pudding and maki roll finished, we have completely completed our cooking category. So we are now 100% done with all of our cooked goods. So if we go through up here really quick, you can see that every cooked item is in a full stack of 999, including the different ingredients here for cooked goods. Whew. And that is our first category completed since fruits, I believe. So it has been a long time coming. Now feed us. No cat. Alright, animal products. So there's animal products and mob drops. So let's go ahead and start with our dragon's teeth. So if we come in here, we have 186 dragon's teeth. Unfortunately, they are very slow going. So 100 and I literally just read it. 86. Puts us up to 10%. Yay, that's a number. Yes, Courtney, it is update day. Our Galaxy Souls, we had 385 of them. We now have 478 of them. 478. We're at almost 50%. It's pretty easy to track the percentage on that one, though, because I just need a stack of them. For slime, let's put in our raw slime first. Slime is used in a lot of different things, though, so we will not get a good sense of how much total we have, unfortunately. But it looks like we have 1,406 slime at the moment. Okay. It's not going to change much, but I did use a lot of it. I have to update the other items that use slime. So if I click on here, you can see how many different items use slime in large quantities. So when we update this, we're going to come back and see how much slime has changed. All right, let's look at our eggs first, though. So we have 361 green eggs. No ham. We have 340 blue eggs. We have 81 red eggs. We have 377 purple eggs. Thanks, Skull Caverns. And we have 189, tiger slime eggs. All right. And we have to update our squid ink here to 999. So we have exactly the correct amount because we no longer have any overflow that we need. Okay. Let's go on to seeds. We did not update seeds too much. We're only missing 2 things in the seeds category, and they both come from the same thing. We need mango saplings and banana saplings, and the only realistic way to get a stack of those is with golden coconuts. So we have 214 banana saplings, up from 162. We opened up some golden coconuts for those. And for our mango saplings, we're up to 294. We get a few extra mango saplings because they can drop from tiger slimes, where the banana saplings can only come from buying them from mussels, I think, or dragon's teeth, one of the two, which is just way too expensive, or getting them from the golden coconuts, which we're trying to do. Yes, the audit will be posted on YouTube, Luca. I usually don't edit them at all, too, so it'll just be the straight-up audit. Okay, and these are slowly going up, but that's all we can do for seeds as we're going. Okay, bone fragments. We used up a whole lot of bone fragments, so we're actually going to have significantly less than we used to here. But we have 3 stacks plus a 4th stack and an additional 324. Since that 4 goes into those other 4 stacks, we know that we have 4,320 bone fragments, which you'll notice is significantly less than we had before, although it's only 1% of the total. Interestingly. So what we're going to be doing is when we update our ostrich incubators, this number is going to go back up. So just like everything else. And then also Cinder Shards is in a similar position where we have only 1,186. So this is going to go down. The total on this is going to go down, but it's going to go back up when we put in our ostrich incubators because they're all used in ostrich incubators. Okay. Hardwood we're going to have to adjust later, but we'll worry about that when we put everything else in. Prismatic shards. So let's look at our total for prismatic shards at the moment. We have 1,356 prismatic shards. Okay. And when we add magic rock candy, this number will go up as well. Magic rock candy you can only buy once a week, but they each cost 3 prismatic shards. Onto magma geodes, omni geodes, and stone geodes. Oh, we were in the right chest already. Alright, so stone geodes are done. Magma geodes are done. So let's go ahead and put those in. Magma geodes, 999. Stone geodes, 999. I went out of my way to go ahead and finish those. During this time, I've just been putting it off. All I had to do is bomb the mines in the specific floors that need them. And now those are both done. For Omnigeodes, I have 1,010. The reason I only have 1,010 is because I use them to make artifact troves. So once we put in our artifact troves that we have and our artifacts that we've gotten from the artifact troves, we'll see how much this number actually shoots up. Because right now it looks like it's been the same. Okay, time for another stack that took a long time to finish. 999 radioactive bars and 999 radioactive ore. And these will look unchanged, but when we come back, they will be done, I promise. Because I finished everything that's used in them. So radioactive bars. We'll come back and check them when we're done, but they are in fact done. I promise. Hey, Big Leb, we're doing an audit right now, where we're going through and checking everything that's done and updating our spreadsheet. Okay, on to minerals. Minerals has been done. I think minerals was the first category I finished, because everything in this category can use a crystallarium. So it is all done. It just took a lot of crystallariums. All right, on to our largest category, the other category. In the other category, we have to first update our artifact troves. So we are sitting at... this isn't quite right. Let me quickly grab our extras in here and put those in the right spot. Nope, that's not the right spot. There we go. Okay, we have a lot of artifact troves. We've been trying to open them. Unfortunately, it's been kind of difficult to do so. It looks like we've got 3,314. I have learned how to do quick maths with 999s, but 3,314 total artifact troves. We have not been able to open all of them. Yep. Okay. And when we upgrade our artifacts as well, we'll see this number shoot up. I think this number should be around 70%. We're getting pretty close to getting done with those, but we'll come back and check on it later. All right, auto petters and auto grabbers. So I'm going to make an executive decision here that's going to put our progress back a little bit, but I think is the right thing to do. We are currently using some auto petters and auto grabbers at the moment. I'm going to stop counting the ones I am using toward my total. Just because they're going to stay in there, so they're not going to be in the stack anyways. Eventually, I might be able to rescue them when I get rid of some of my animals, but I'm just going to use these totals here. So we have 51 auto grabbers and 56 auto petters. So auto grabber, I actually am going to lose some, but auto petter is going to go up by 6. There are 6, I think, of each in use, but I'm not going to include those in the total. Oop, that didn't work. What have I not finished? Huh. I think whatever I'm using battery packs for is done, but I'll go back and fix it later. Alright, next thing we need to work on is the deconstructor. Deconstructors have not changed. I have not purchased any of them, unfortunately. Enricher. Enrichers are in here. We currently have 96 enrichers. So over the last 3 years, we've gained about 30 of them. Or 20 of them, huh? Math is hard. Farm computers. Farm computers use dwarf gadgets, which are kind of rare, unfortunately. We are up to 310 of them, so we did make about 100 over the last 3 years. Okay. Gone on down to golden coconuts. Golden coconuts. We currently have about 999, but we have a few extra than that. So 946. I'm sorry, 1,046. We usually open all of them before the end of the year, but 46 is not that many. Okay. Hopper. Hopper has done something amazing. Also known as gotten finished.
Coconuts. Coconuts, 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 coconuts.
Thank you, Shiny. So we have 999 hoppers, so we can officially consider that to be complete. And when we go back and check radioactive ore and bars, it should be complete now. Alright, Judomo chests. We just bought a whole bunch at the end of the year. We're up to 681 Junimo chests. That took 3 years, by the way, to get that many gems. It took quite a while, but we're up to 681. It's probably going to be another 2 audits before we're finished with Junimo chests. It's just that slow. Magic Rock Candy. Magic Rock Candy you can only buy once a week. We're up to 335 total, which puts us over 1/3 of the way done. Good night, Mermaid. Okay. Ostrich incubators. That's been sitting at 2 for a long time, but I finally decided to make some room. Oops. Forgot to put these back. I finally decided to make some room in my inventory, get rid of some hardwood, bone fragments, and cinder shards. So I made 170 of these ostrich incubators. Okay, so we're up to 17% done with that now. That took a lot of resources, though, so it's going to be a long time till we add more to that. Okay, pressure nozzle. We were at 70. We've gotten actually quite a lot of those. We're up to 110 pressure nozzles now. We don't purchase these. They drop from monsters in the harder mines. We've just done a whole lot of work in the harder mines. Alright, on to the rare crows. So, rare crow number 1. We now have 19 of those rare crows. Okay, rare crow number 2. Which one's 2? Is the... Which one? We're up to 16 of those. So over 3 years, we got 3 of them. That's good. That means we got all of the ones we wanted. Alright. Rare crow number 4 is the snowman one. We're up to 160 of those. You can get these from the traveling cart pretty regularly. Still takes some time, though. Rare crow number 3, we do not have any more. Those are the alien ones. I have to go actually buy those, and I have not done that yet. Rare crow number 5. We have 16, so we got 3 of those as well. That's the one you buy at the flower dance. Alright, seaweed. Seaweed we've been working on, but we didn't quite finish it yet. Did I call you Mel? Sorry, Witch. I did not mean to if I did. Okay, so seaweed, we are at 813. We will definitely be done by the next audit, but we're not quite done yet. 813. Very good. Okay, slime incubator. Slime incubator, we did make a lot of those. I think we're over halfway done with it. Slime incubators cost a lot of slime. It's 100 for each slime incubator. So 581 represents 5,000... No. 50,000 slime. So that increase, that was over 20,000 slime that we got over those 3 years. Alright, Statues of Endless Fortune. Unfortunately, I did not count how many we have. So we're going to do a quick gamba here. Not actually a gamba. We're just going to go through all these real quick. And we're going to count up the total that we get from gathering all these items. I don't know. Onion, run a gamba actually real quick. Do it for 1 minute only, because we don't want to go too fast. Are we going to get more omnis than anything else from the Statues of Endless Fortune? I'll probably cut this out of the video, but maybe not. So, you all at YouTube, which one do you think we're going to get the most of? Omnis or something else? Thank you, Onion. I think it's around 780, Breezy. So get your votes in while you can. We'll just wait here for a minute. Sorry, I have not been paying attention to chat much. We'll probably cut this out of the video, so. He's licking quick, hide it. The mold, how we survive. Wait, what's going on? Rejoice, feed. I found bread under the floor tile. Algo's gonna starve us. For the low price of $5 a month, you can help provide food to a starving Twitch viewer. What is going on? If you'd like to save us from this hell, follow the algorithm on twitch.tv. Jess, you know you can post links, right? You're a you're a VIP. Anyone can actually post links. Do mods ever get paid? We don't talk about that. Alright, Gamba's over. Whoops. He acts so innocent. Alright, let's get the rest of these done. I am innocent. Doubting does not feel profitable today. It looks like Omnis are winning. Watch back the VOD so you can get the full story. Algo presents his best self to the YouTubers, but really on Twitch he's a monster. Hey Ace, welcome in. How are you doing? We're doing our audit right now. I'm collecting items here so we can see how many statues we have. This is probably the fastest way to do it, honestly. And then we can add them together and find out. Yes, there's a Gamba going on right now, too. Which means we won't be able to do a Gamba when we restart this day. But who was asking for that, really? Me. Today is the Gamba. We'll just skip it tomorrow. I am once again asking for more Gamba. I think we should reward people who watch the audit. Well, that's what the Gamba's for, yeah. There you go. Good call, Joyous. Good call. You're absolutely correct. Also, welcome in. You bet 2.4k, because why not? Well, Omnis are winning, but it's actually very close between Omnis and Iridium bars right now. We're only down by a bit. The other ones are just, like, way out. Like, look at Diamonds right now. I don't know if I've ever seen a beatdown like what's happening to Diamonds right now. Feed all the starving Twitch viewers. They don't need money. Hey, Cork. Oops. Can't miss any today. I don't like to miss any regardless, but... Stonefish. I don't actually have a way to put the stonefish up at the moment. I'd have to, like, copy the scene over, because we're in a different area. You can't see any of that? What do you mean by that? Like all the words and such on the right? Too small? Alright. So, first of all, welcome back, YouTube. Sorry about that little interruption there. We've got a total of 190 plus 177 plus 212 plus 208. Omni's won, by the way. So go ahead and put that out there, Onion. And we have a total of 787 statues of endless fortune. 787. So we gained about 200 statues during that time period. Which is about 200 million in 3 years. That's pretty good. Alright. There we go. Let's put these back too. Next up is the Island Warp Totems. I haven't made any of these, but I did find some. So we're up to 11 Island Warp Totems now. Next up, we have the Void Ghost Pendant. We do not have any Void Ghost Pendants, and we never will. Moving on to these things. Moving on to artifacts. Starting with the Ancient Seed. We have finished... Starting with the Amphibian Fossil, we have 128. The Anchor, we have 712. I know how to go alphabetical, I swear. Ancient Doll is 660. Ancient Drum is 729. Ancient Seed, we have completed at 999. So that's another completed stack. It drops from bugs. Ancient Sword is on the next page. So let's head on over here. 746. Snowfall, thank you so much for the follow. And Evolution, thank you for the follow as well. Our Arrowhead is sitting at 734. Artifacts are always the hardest to update. There's just so many things. Bone Flute is 762. But we're getting pretty close to done with these. Chewing Stick is 747. Solid plain. Chicken Statue is 764. Chipped Amphora is 685. Dried Starfish is 726. Dwarf Gadget is 748. Dwarf Scroll 1 is 999. We have completed that stack. Okay. Love how chat is in real time finding out that at some point I have to divorce Leah. Alright, Dwarf Scroll 2 is at 603. Dwarf Scroll 3 is at 794. Dwarf Scroll 4 is at 419. Dwarvish Helm is at 712. Elvish Jewelry rather, is at 693. Fossilized Leg, we actually have to go back to the other chest for, is at 655. Fossilized Ribs is at 170. For some reason, these artifacts from Ginger Island do not alphabetize with the other artifacts. So that's why we have to come over here. Fossilized Skull is at 218. Fossilized Spine is at 83. Fossilized Tail is at 163. I see your science question. Go ahead and ask it, Snowfall, and I'll make sure to answer it probably after the audit. Glass Shards is at 783. The Golden Mask is at 765. Golden Pumpkin, we have to go back over here for. It's another one that doesn't mesh with the other artifacts. 670. Golden Relic is at 724. Mummified Bat is at 248. Mummified Frog is at 61. We actually managed to get about 20 of those, which is pretty good over a 3-year period, to be honest. The Nautilus Fossil, which is different than the Nautilus Shell, is at 130. Ornamental Fan is at 709. The Palm Fossil is at 93. The Pearl, we got to go back over here for, is at 781. The Prehistoric Hand Axe, 708. The Prehistoric Scapula is at 173. The Prehistoric Skull is at 111. The Prehistoric Tool is at 721. The Rare Disc is at 762. The Rusty Cog is at 999, which is another completed stack. We finished the Rusty Cog. Okay. The Rusty Spur, Rusty Spoon, we also finished at 999. A Rusty Spoon is done. Another stack. The Rusty Spur is at 747. The Skeletal Hand is at 78. The Skeletal Tail is at 714. The Snake Skull. Oh, I gotta go over here, right? That is down here at 142 now. And the Snake Vertebrae is at 45. That's a very slow one, unfortunately. Strange Dolls of the green variety are at 122. Strange Dolls of the pink variety are at 151. Treasure Chest is at 705. And finally, the Trilobite is at 142. What is wrong with you, chat? Splatoon, apparently. Okay. The last sheet here is the decorations. We have our plush bunnies, which are an item that you can get from the Egg Festival or from the movie theater. We have 11 of those. So, whoops, not 111. I wish. The Stone Junimo is an item that you can get from behind the community center. We have 16 of those, which means we missed one. Uh-oh. We missed one. The Stone Owls that spawn, we have 6 of them. And finally, the tea set, our last item here, we have 10 of them. We have 10 total tea sets now. And that is all of our items. There's one thing I do want to update here, and that's our yearly item tracker. I'm guessing last year is the one that I forgot to get the Genoma statue, so I'm just going to mark that down before I forget. We did get the Genoma statue this year. I remember doing it. We got the Rare Crow at Spirit's Eve. We did not get the tea set this year. Okay, so that is all locked down. Let's go back to our total screen and see what we have now. We went up an entire percent. I think we were at 91 before, and now we're at 92%. Good job, team. It might be the last time we go up a whole percent that easily. Our veggies, still at 99. Waiting on that fiddlehead. We're going to go through each category individually in a second here. We need 337 million more money, 53,000 more Q gems. I don't know if that takes into account the I don't think it takes the Galaxy Souls into account. I think I took that off. So yeah, 53,000 is actually probably the amount we need. Okay, so fruits have been done. So for veggies, we have 62% of our fiddlehead ferns complete. We're going to continue working on those for sure. For our magma caps, we can get these magma caps while we're going through mummified bats. Hopefully, we'll get them done around the same time. My guess is it'll take more time for the mummified bats, so I don't really need to worry about these. Morels, we're working on. We get them from our mushroom cave, but additionally, I try to grab the iridium quality ones from the woods, secret woods, every spring. 69 is actually a pretty good answer to the question, Onion. I don't know if you're responding to which or not, but it's pretty close to 69 more. Harvest of Starfruit would probably finish money. Rainbow shells. We don't get Nautilus shells anymore from the underwater levels of the harder mines, but we'll still have to go there for the rainbow shells. I'm so good. Alright, fish has been chugging along for a while now. You've probably seen all my fish ponds on here, and that's what they're doing. We have 73 of them, and they're basically in constant use to get all the fish, all the roe, all the aged roe. all those different things. So as we're going through them here. Here's our row, same thing. Artisan goods, the majority of the artisan goods we need now are the aged row. But additionally, we do still need the fiddleheads for the fiddlehead pickles and fiddlehead juice. So we're working on that. Cooking is now done. Yay! I can take this down to 999 here. Anything else like that? Oh, here we go. Hash browns down to 999. And oil down to 999. Now it's a perfect sheet. Everything is locked. Good. Alright, animal products is a big one. Dragon's teeth we're going to slowly get while we're getting the mummified bats. However, we're going to get a lot of it from the... So I need 2 stacks is really what it is, because some of them are going to go to the island warp totems. As a result of that, I'm going to be using stingray fish ponds to finish up whatever I don't finish from just running the volcano. Galaxy souls have been chugging along. We get about probably 30 to 40 every year. So along that pace, we'll probably finish in about 20 years. Unfortunately, it's just going to take some time. Slime. Slime we've been doing really good with. We're up to 77% with slime, and I'm pretty sure we were at like 50 not that long ago. So every time we get a Skull Cavern Invasion quest, we get about 5 stacks of slime. So about 5,000 slime. So as a result of that, that usually is what bumps it up. So since we need about 40,000 more, you can kind of estimate how many more Skull Cavern quests we'll need for that. For most of the eggs, we can eventually use the excess slime, put them into slime incubators, get the eggs, things like that. Slime egg presses, sorry. The purple and red ones will get a lot of extra from doing Skull Cavern dives. And then the tiger slime eggs we can get from the lionfish fish ponds. So all the ones we have so far are from tiger slime drops. But any extra we can get from lionfish fish ponds when we need to. The seeds, we're waiting on golden coconuts for these. That's going to take approximately 30 years in-game, unfortunately. Just part of how things are going to go. We're going to finish it up with blue discus fish ponds, which will shorten the time significantly. But that'll probably be the last fish we do because of that. Okay. On to bone fragments. We're very slowly gathering these because we're going to the dig site as often as possible. Cinder shards, we're getting those from the volcano mines. However, we're going to finish it up with stingray fish ponds, kind of like the dragon's teeth. We'll get them both from there. We get 1 prismatic shard per day. We also get some extra ones here and there. The one that we're getting per day, though, is enough to sustain us. It'll take some time, don't get me wrong. We're over 1,000 away. 1,000 days is like 9 years in Stardew. So at least that long before we finish it up, but that's fine. This is not a sprint, this is a marathon, right? Omni Geodes is looking really pretty at 76%. We only need about 30,000 more Omni Geodes, which is really good. We'll get that in no time, probably along 4 or 5 years away from now. So before year 40, we'll be done with artifacts that come from treasure troves. Minerals have been done. So let's take a look at our artifact troves. Also 76%. That's not a coincidence. They both feed the same thing here. So we are 76% done with our artifacts, basically. Our artifacts from the artifact troves. So we're getting very close there. It looks like we only need about 6,000... Okay, about 7,000 more artifact troves. Opening up 7,000 troves takes a while, but I'm willing to work on it. Unfortunately, you cannot use artifact troves in the Geode Crusher, so we are forced to use the Clint. The Clint. Which is a very slow process, unfortunately. Auto grabbers, auto petters. Auto grabbers I can just buy, but I get them at the same rate as auto petters from the from Skull Cavern treasure chests. So there's no point for me to buy them. As long as I'm getting auto petters, I'll also be getting the auto grabbers. When I finish auto petters, I'll buy whatever auto grabbers I need at that point. Deconstructors. We're going to work on deconstructors after we finish Junimo chests. They're one of the only things that you have to buy from Mr. Q on the behind the nut door. There's no other way to get deconstructors in the game. So you have to buy them. They're 20 Q gems a piece. It's going to be a grind, but we're going to finish Junimo chests first. Enrichers. So enrichers and pressure nozzles fall into the same category, where you can buy them for Mr. Q, but they also drop. So once I finish deconstructors, if I still need enrichers and pressure nozzles, I will be using Mr. Q to buy the rest of them, but using Q gems to buy the rest of them. But until then, I don't need to worry about it. Farm computers use dwarf gadgets. I'm trying to get as many dwarf gadgets as I can from bombing the mines. I'm going to get a full stack from the artifact troves, but I do not want to open another 27,000 artifact troves for another stack of farm computers. So as a result of that, I'm getting the rest of them from bombing the mines. So when you bomb the mines I think it's between levels 40 and 60, or when you till the mines, bombing also works. You can get you can get dwarf gadgets. You can also get strange dolls. So I'm using that to get the strange dolls as well. Golden coconuts, we kind of already talked about. I'm working on them. They're very slow. Junimo chests. We bought about 200 over the last while here, but we are still about 300 away. So hopefully the next audit, maybe, but probably not. It's probably going to take a while, unfortunately. Magic rock candy, you can only buy one per week. So I'm more limited by the fact I can't buy more than I am by the prismatic shards that cost to buy them. However, I still don't have enough prismatic shards, even with this much magic rock candy, so it's not as though I am completely done. Ostrich incubators, they are really expensive. I made 170 of them. It'll probably be another like 7 or 8 years before I can make another 170 of them. The bone fragments, cinder shards, I'm done with the hardwood. Hardwood is done. It's bone fragments and cinder shards that are both, they take a long time to gather and you need a lot of them. Pressure nozzles, we already talked about. The rare crows. A lot of these rare crows are once per year, which means it'll be year 1000 before I finish them. So as a result, they're very slow. The Rare Crow 3, I could finish it. I just have been too lazy to go about doing it. So maybe by the next audit, we'll have that one done. Rare Crow 4, we get at a higher rate. As you can tell, there's 160 of them. Because the traveling cart can have it in the winter. So every time I go, I see it at the traveling cart, I buy it. It's the snowman one. Seaweed. Seaweed will be done probably before the end of spring next year. So we're very close on seaweed, luckily. Slime incubators, we're just waiting on slime. Statues of Endless Fortune, we're waiting on money. As Onion so nicely pointed out, we're probably about 60 or so starfruit harvests away from finishing this. That sounds like a lot, but compared to how many I've had to do to get this far, that's almost nothing. So we'll be done with that pretty soon. I think I calculated it's going to take about 4 more years or so. But yeah, it's getting very close to being done, and then I won't know what to do with all that money I have. Island totems, these require dragon's teeth. That's the only thing holding me back there. Statue of Endless Tuna. No. Which, what are you doing? Have you been saying that for every item I've talked about? What if I said tuna? Void Ghost Pendants. So, in order to get Void Ghost Pendants, you have to have 10 hearts with Krobus, and you have to be single. I have 10 hearts with Krobus. I am not single. I am currently dating Leah, and I am not interested in divorcing Leah as of yet. So we'll have to wait on the Void Ghost Pendants. At one point, though, we'll have to say goodbye to Leah, but we'll remarry. We'll marry her in the end. Okay, on to our artifacts. So anything that is an artifact trovable artifact, so anything with a yes in this column, means I can get it from the artifact troves. They're kind of around the same amounts. I think our lowest one right now is Ancient Dolls with 660. So that is basically our minimum. So we're at least 66% done because of that. The other ones on here, well, most of the other ones on here are from fossils or fossil artifacts, which have a low chance of appearing when you break a bone node in the dig site. So they've been very slowly going up. I actually have a sheet that kind of keeps track, and it tells me that it's going to take about 300 years in-game to finish that. 300 years of breaking the bone nodes at the dig site. Luckily, I only have to do that once a week, so once we start sleeping, it'll go by pretty quick. But some of those are very annoying to get done. Okay. Finally, the only other one I really want to talk about here, well, actually, I want to look at the Dwarf Gadget. So we're 50% done with the Dwarf Gadget. Actually, the difference between these two is a good indication of how many more times we need to bomb the mines to get these dwarf gadgets. But we're making progress. So we're about 20% behind on the dwarf gadgets. But speaking of bombing the mines, that's also for these strange dolls. I don't know why there's such a discrepancy between the two. There's 30 more pink strange dolls than green ones, even though they have the exact same rate of appearing in the mines. It's just way the luck swings. But we're about 15% done. So we're going to have to bomb the mines about 5 times as much as we have already. A little bit more than that even. 6 times as much to get there. But it will get there eventually. And finally, we have our decorations. We have our plush bunnies, which is about a 1-a-year thing. The stone Junimo is a 1-a-year thing. And then we have our last 2 here. The stone owl and the tea set. The hardest items in the game to get a full stack of. So the stone owl is just a sleeping game. I need to clear out my farm and just sleep until I get enough stone owls. Unfortunately, it has not been happening because my farm is full at the moment. I've basically filled up my entire farm. I tried to make space. They haven't spawned yet. So once we get finished with like fish and everything, I'm just going to clear my farm off. And while we're sleeping, we're going to hope we get a lot of these. I don't know how fast it's going to be. This might be the last thing that finishes, though, as a result. Luckily, it's really easy, right? I just sleep until I get owls. I'm not too concerned about the difficulty there. It's just going to be annoying. The tea set, we recently found a very viable method to get a lot of tea sets. So thanks to Blade and Jess for helping me as well. And basically, as long as I know who's giving me a gift, I can figure out if I'm going to get a tea set that year or not. So this year, for instance, I have Willy. Willy cannot give me a tea set. So as a result of that, I did not get a tea set this year. But the previous 2 years, I found out who was giving me the tea set. I worked out what tile they had to be standing on to give me a tea set when I entered the festival. And I got the tea set both times. So that's a really good sign that the method works. As a result of that, tea sets will be annoying, but they will be doable, which is exactly what I wanted. All right. So, that is everything on this spreadsheet, but we are not technically done yet. This is so annoying. Okay, let me do this. And this. Beautiful. Okay, we have to finish up our checklist. So, let's go ahead and count our items that we finished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 items have been stacked since the last audit. So let's go ahead and update this total here. It gives us 688 out of 899. And if we go ahead and divide that out, we are now at 77% completion. Thanks, rounding. 76.5, but we round up here. All right. So let's go ahead and fill out the different things that we have stacked. Fiddleheads are not yet done, unfortunately. So vegetables as a whole are not done. Forges, we have finished. Where are you? Nautilus shells. So now we are up to 18 forges complete. Flowers have been done. Fish. Of the fish we finished, bullhead, catfish, chub, sardine. So bullhead, catfish, chub, and all the way down to sardine. That is 4 total. So we are now at 28 out of 65. All right, on to the row. Of the row we finished bullhead row, catfish row, chub row, flounder row, and midnight carp row. So that is 5. Bullhead row, catfish row, chub row, midnight carp row, and flounder row. Yep, that's 5 complete. So that brings us from 13 to 18. Good numbers. Okay, next up we have our artisan goods. Of our aged row that we finished bullhead, catfish, chub, flounder, and midnight carp. So the same ones. So we add 5 more to our artisan goods. That goes from 138 to 143. And let's go ahead and check those off. Bullhead, catfish, chub, flounder, and midnight carp. All right. After those there, I don't think we had any more. We did not have any more of those. So let's go ahead and get through all of that. Onto our cooking. Cooking is now complete. 86 out of 86. Check marked. Let me mark off the ones that were in here. Our maki roll and our seafoam pudding. Our cooking is now completely finished. Alright. Animal products and mob drops. I believe we did not finish anything in this category, to my knowledge here. Oh, no, we did. We finished radioactive ore and radioactive bars. Oh, that's not in this category. Excuse me. Okay, so no, we did not finish anything in that category. Bye, Shiny. Thanks so much for hanging out today. Okay, nothing in seeds. Here we go. Metals, materials, and gems. We have completed actually 4 things in this category. Magma geodes, stone geodes, radioactive ore, and radioactive bars. So that is 4 things in the category, which brings us to 32 out of 36. Category is almost complete, is what I'd like to say, but the remaining things are extremely difficult, unfortunately. Chat has sown much lunacy tonight. That's not surprising. I'm glad you all are having fun. Alright, for our other category, I don't know if we actually finished anything in this category. Oh, we did. We finished hoppers. And that's it. Okay, so 128 to 129. Let's go ahead and mark off the hoppers. It starts with an H, so it's probably up here somewhere. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Oh, F is just really long is all. Why is this one marked in red, but none of the other ones are? They're all spelled the same. Oh, whatever. Hopper! I wish I knew how to do alphabets. Alright. Blind streamer. Imagine. Okay, so unfortunately nothing else in the other category has been finished, but our artifact category was actually pretty lucrative. We finished 4 artifacts. We finished Ancient Seed, Dwarf Scroll, 1, Rusty Cog, and Rusty Spoon. So we go from 3 all the way up to 7. Ancient Seed, Dwarf Scroll 1, Rusty Cog, and Rusty Spoon. Sorry, not Spur. And those are the first artifacts that we finished since the dinosaur ones before I started streaming. I finished the dinosaur ones, the ones that dropped from the dinosaurs, the Pepperexes, like probably close to year 20, which was over 13 years ago in game. So it's nice to add something else to that category. And with that, we have completed everything on our list up here. So before I forget here, let's make our way back up to the top. And let's update this so it correctly shows these values here. And like that, everything there is updated. So, as a result of that, back to the total screen. This is our current standing of the 999 challenge, and I'm looking forward to continuing to work on it for as long as it takes. Hopefully in the next 2 years or so, IRL, we will finish this up. Bye for now, and I hope I'll see you next time. Ooh, just over an hour. I'll take it. We had to cut 5 minutes out anyways. Ah, water. The nectar of the gods. Why did I say that? Alright, sorry chat for not paying attention to you at all. It sounds like you had your own fun though, so. Alright, so Snowfall, you had a question. I think it was, what was your favorite science fact? Gosh, there's so many. It's like hard to pick a favorite science fact. I like pulsars. It's not my favorite. I can't say it's my favorite, but it's an interesting science fact. When pulsars were first discovered, pulsars are very fast spinning neutron stars. Because they spin at the exact same rate, though, they put out a signal. Like they send out radio waves at a constant frequency that sounds like it's intentional. So if you can imagine like someone like tapping on a typewriter or a telegraph, it kind of looks like that same kind of frequency because they're tapping at a regular interval. So when they were first discovered, when we used radio telescopes to look out into the sky, we assumed, or at least kind of thought, that it might be like intelligent life because it puts out a regular signal. So they were named LGMs, which stood for Little Green Men, because we didn't know what they were, and we wanted to believe, probably. So I think they're still called LGMs to this day, the radio waves that came from pulsars. How do you feel about breaking the laws of thermodynamics on a microscopic scale? I don't think it's possible. Quantum physics is a little weirder, but I don't think you'd be able to break the laws of thermodynamics. And anything that said otherwise is probably wrong. Wrong or misguided. You missed a lot without us, Algo. Oh, thank you, Pink Puff. Oh, heck you all. How are you doing, Squirrel? It's good to see you. Sorry I didn't get to talk with you much. What a lovely bunch of people here today. Thank you so much for hanging out. I do think we are going to go ahead and end stream there. It was a bit of a shorter stream, but it kind of makes sense to end stream on finishing the year. Starting up a few days here isn't exactly going to be profitable to my mental health or your enjoyment. So why don't you say we start bright and early tomorrow, 11:30, pick up with year 34, and have ourselves a wonderful time then. But until then, I think I can send you all over somewhere fun, can't I? Let's go ahead and see who's live. Tuna time tomorrow. What is wrong with you, chat? I mean that in the nicest way possible. Oh no, there's too many cool people. There's too many cool people live. Great Audit gamer. Thank you, Jess. Too many cool people. What are we gonna do? What could we do? We're gonna read Mel. Mel is awesome and is currently working on... Wait, I thought Mel was doing Stardew. It says Stardew, Mel. You're lying. You're playing Phasmo. Okay, sorry. We're not going to raid into Phasmo. We're going to raid into Stardew. Next time, Mel. We're going to raid into Salamence because I don't think I have had the chance to raid him yet, actually. He's an awesome streamer and a more awesome YouTuber. He's got a pretty big YouTube channel for Stardew Valley. And he's here streaming today doing an imperfection run. That sounds fun. For the imperfection run, we need to get into the walnut room with only 3% perfection, the smallest amount possible. Ooh, I haven't even thought about that before. That's fun. Alright, let's go read Salamence. Get it ready to go here. We scream. Alright, y'all. Go ahead and get your butt meats ready. And while we say our goodbyes, reflect on how awesome of a stream we had today. Thank you everyone so much for hanging out. Corkbark, Avada, Jess, Pink Puff, Burnt Soup, Awkward Squirrel, Onion Axolotl, Sammy, other people, I assume, Courtney, Whale, thank you all so much for being here today. Breezy, Joyous Water, Tuna Raid, uh-oh. We're gonna have competing raids, I like it. Alexos, thank you all so much for being here. Onion, stop spamming. Princess Shortcake, Mount Runner, everyone else who's been hanging out, lurking, having a good time, rocking out to the audits. Thank you all so much for being here today. I'll see you all in the future. Have a wonderful day. Say hi to Salamence for me. Love you all. Good night.
All right, moving on. Algorithm with a rate of 62. Tuna.
Tuna.
Tuna
Yo,
and butt meat? You're kidding.